Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you might be in the world. Hey, I'm Tommy Temper, and you are the audience. My audience. Thank you very much for being my audience. I do appreciate that. Whether you watch us, or whether you berate us, or whether you donate, or whether you call us a bunch of bad names. Okay. Quack 13. Speaking of calling people bad names, hey, good to see you. Thumbs up. Good to see you, another Edmontonian popping in here to say hello. Hopefully you're doing well. We've got a tree cutting going on today. This tree behind me is getting cut down today, and they're out there right now. They're getting set up. They're cutting a few branches off already, so I'll be just kind of showing you the tree getting cut down here as the stream goes on. Good to see you though, Quack 13. Big ups to you. Mod in the chat here. I'm going to give you a tip of the old coffee cup. Quack, thanks a lot for popping in. Thanks for doing some stuff over on Exposed. Oh, over on Exposed there, I was over there, and there was about 15 or 20 posts that needed approving over there. I did a whole bunch of approving there yesterday. I don't know, we're getting lots of garbage coming in there, the conspiracy theory stuff. Hey, Frosty, good to see you. Big ups to you. Excuse me. Yeah, we're doing a little different thing here today. This tree right behind me, this big tree, the tree that you notice I've moved my camera a little bit here because the boys were up in the jig or whatever you call it there, the lift with the saws, and they're cutting down branches and stuff like that. They just stopped right now, but they'll probably start moving back in here again, and we'll watch them as they cut down a few branches there. But that whole tree is going to be gone. So my whole view out of my window will be changing. So this should be interesting. Crashed on your scooter. Oh no. You know what, Quack? I would say you know what? I had a scooter, and I found that it was too dangerous. So I actually got rid of the scooter, and I got a 20-inch wheel fat bike. Well, if you probably see me riding my bike, I've gone from a scooter to a 20-inch wheel, a fat tire type bike. And that seems to work a lot better for me, which is looking good. Yeah, well, we're going to be cutting that tree there today. So the boys are out there. They've got the jig, the rig, the lift, the saws, the chipper. I better not fall in the chipper there, otherwise I'm going to be in big trouble. But otherwise, we're doing pretty good here today. How are you doing? Quack 13. Yeah, I would recommend that bike that I have. I really, really like it. It's a small wheel bike, so it's one step up from a scooter, and your chances of falling down are like way, way less on a 20-inch wheel bike. Yeah, Lion Roars actually tried my scooter. The very first time he tried riding my scooter, he crashed. That's how bad those scooters are. So yeah, I know what you're talking about. Minion, what's up? Woo, I better not fall in that chipper. I'm going to be in big trouble. So it might be a little bit noisy here on the stream today because we're going to be hearing that wood chipper going and the buzzsaw and stuff like that. So let's see what happens as time goes on. It was sunny out there. We had a much nicer looking tree when the sun was out. The sun just went behind the clouds or something there. It was a little bit more morning-ish, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, what did I see here lately? I saw a couple of things lately. What the heck did I see now? We'd probably talk a little bit about some stuff. I know I saved a bunch of things that I was looking at, which was kind of interesting. But things that I look at are kind of relating to electric cars. I follow a lot of stories on electric cars, electric vehicles, to see where they're at or how they're bursting into flames, how they are going with sales, and all kind of stuff like that. And the only thing I can kind of perceive is that the electric car sales are not going all that well. It seems like there's a bit of a hiccup on convincing people to buy them. And a lot of people that have bought those electric cars bought them, and now they say, well, they're not going to buy another one because they've been, stuck out of charge, range anxiety, all kind of different problems that they have with the vehicles. And it's so much easier just to plain have a gas car, fill the thing up and go wherever you want, and fill it up and go again, and not have to be waiting forever for the things. The people with the electric cars, they kind of find that they've been waiting forever to get those things charged up. I'm getting sick and tired of that stuff. Let's see if our reader's working here today. Let's see if we can hear your voice. Your voice is important. See what's cooking. Smooth operator, good to see you. Nuts and crackers in there. Edward Cam in there. You heard the opposite about EV sales. I don't know. I heard something new now, like BYD, Chinese car company, is going to sell their cars without the battery. Why is that? And it's BYD is the ones that are bursting into flames more often than the other ones, I think. The Chinese manufacturer. The tree cutter. Let's see if we can get this speech going here.
Tariffs on batteries.
There we go. We got our voice thing working again here a little bit, I think. Tariffs on batteries, yeah. BYD does make gas cars. They might, yeah. Smooth operator. I think they make a large amount of electric cars.
K-Wack.
They're probably biggest Chinese manufacturer of electric cars, BYD.
Chat
Build
reader
your
salute.
dream. BYD. There we go. We got the chat reader going again. Had to turn it on. I thought I had it turned on, but it needed another
YouTube
switch turned
streets
on.
wild last night. Drunks were wilden out.
Oh, really?
I think the gas car runs a generator that powers the electric side of the vehicle. Fast Lane Truck had a bid truck that sold in Mexico on their channel.
Oh, okay, Smooth, yeah. Well, they've got some different kind of things out when it comes into the commercial range. But I know BYD has a couple of pretty popular cars out. They've got the Dolphin, and geez, I forget the name of the other one. But
Nothing
the Dolphin
like a
is a
stupid
pretty
drunken rammed.
big selling one. The BYD.
Yet I am home all beat up. Tommy, I picked 26 cherry tomatoes and 2 beef steak.
Holy, that's pretty good. Lots of tomatoes. This is that time of the year. Want to have a nice. I remember when my mom used to grow tomatoes. We would have a
Bid
nice
selling quite a few electric school buses in USA. Nuts stopwatch set.
And butter sandwich with a little bit of salt and pepper. Oh, that used to be so good. Electric school buses. Oh, wow. Well, I know they bought electric buses for the Edmonton transit system, and they all were crappy. And I think they are not using them anymore. I forget how many of them they bought. 10 or 20 buses, and then half of them didn't work. And then they didn't go the range that they were supposed to. So I don't know if they're using them at all anymore.
Oakland, California has converted to all electric school buses from BID. Half didn't he work?
Yeah.
I may have
Edward
to
Kemp.
get shit-faced and rant like an idiot.
Just do a story or do a search for Edmonton buses or electric buses, Edmonton electric buses, and then you'll read all the stories about them. In fact, the company that they bought the buses from, I don't even know if they're still in business. But anyways, with taxpayers got ripped off on the
Prot-era
electric
city
buses in
buses
Edmonton.
turned out to be junk and the company has gone bankrupt, so you cannot get spare parts anymore. Nuts,
There
who
you
did
go.
I miss?
Maybe that was the brand that they had. I didn't really keep track of what the deal was on what the name of the company was or whatever. It was, it's a bus company that you never heard of before, and then the city goes and buys from a brand new company with no background. Of course, there is no track record on this electric stuff anyways, so, if you're going, oh, we need to save the planet by buying electric buses that are unproven, and then they all trash out on you, and the company goes broke, and the city loses millions and millions of dollars. That's what ended up happening.
Yes, it says Edmonton had 60 Prot-era electric buses.
There you go,
Mossad, you didn't miss anything at all of any value. Good morning.
Yeah, and 30 of them didn't work. And the other 30 of them did work, but they were so low range that I think that they stopped
Tommy
using
and
them.
chat, let us get it done.
John, hey, good to see you, John.
Greta is coming to protest Tommy the tree killer.
I actually went to
Many
the Greta
of the Prot-era
thing
electric
in Edmonton
buses were
here when
purchased
Greta
with
came
fines
to
paid by
poo-poo
Volkswagen
oil.
for not meeting emission requirements.
I went down there with my megaphone to
Okay,
poo-poo
nuts,
Greta.
thanks.
And the
June
school
hand,
teachers,
wave
they
it.
all looked, they gave me the stink eye, all the school teachers, and they said, "You're not going to yell at that thing, are you?" And I said, "Well, okay, just for you, I won't." So I didn't yell in my megaphone at Greta while the speech was going on. But I could have kiboshed her entire speech by just
Greta
yelling in
is
my
legal
megaphone
now,
over
Tommy.
top of her. I could have blown her whole speech.
I was at Greta
Should have
also.
actually done that.
Mossad, the guy is a total idiot.
Noodles Live. Thanks a lot, Noodles. Appreciate that. Big ups to you
Tommy,
there,
is
bro.
it a dead tree?
Woohoo! Yeah, thanks a lot for that super chat, Noodles. Appreciate that. Big ups to you there, bro. We'll definitely be doing a payback there. But thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Anybody that
thank you so
wants
much
to
for
super
supporting
chat,
Tommy Temper.
much appreciated. The tree itself is kind of dying,
Noodles.
you might say. It's an older tree, and it's an elm tree, and Dutch elm, as a matter of fact. And Dutch elm trees have they end up getting what's known as Dutch elm disease, those trees, and they spread those diseases to other trees. I don't know if this tree has Dutch elm disease. No idea. All I know is that this tree is encroaching onto my balcony in my house. It's hitting my house and hitting my balcony.
Tommy, are there any zombies lurking by around your living area?
There's zombies
Hi,
right
everyone.
here. Oh, absolutely.
Did you check
tree for animal nests? In fact, I did a video of a zombie in my
nests?
backyard that I had to kick out of my backyard. I actually videoed, there was a girl back there.
Dory,
Yeah,
you're right about the
here.
drunk.
We got zombies all over the place. Noodles Live. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
Brood X Praxis.
Thanks a lot for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate that.
Mossad, it's probably compromised. Dutch elm are not native to Alberta. Zombies near the backyard. Hello, Peachy.
Praxis, big ups to you. I appreciate that. On the tree trimming stream.
Praxis, thank you for supporting Tommy Temper's show.
Very good, Praxis. See, everyone keeps telling me to get rid of Praxis or to, boot Praxis or whatever, and Praxis is always around here and always has something to say. And, I don't know what stuff happened in the past with you guys there, though, but good to see you in there. Praxis, big ups to you there for supporting the channel.
13, okay, I worry about nests in the tree, though.
Whoop, whoop.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Wow! We got approval from Joe Biden on that, Praxis. That's pretty good to hear that.
Peachy, quit stalking me and hitting on me. No means no.
I'm going to be
Mossad,
moving
the
my camera
arborists
around
will
a little bit
usually
here
help
today,
the animals
the
move
outdoor
to a
camera,
nearby nest.
as the action starts happening here and the tree cutting happens. So we'll see what cooks there.
Sure, Praxis may be a predator, a wife beater, and a general creep, but he dropped 0.99 on a membership, so he's alright in my book. Come on, Tommy. Wait, so Tommy hired someone?
Hey, Edward Cam, I knew somebody would say something.
Mossad, it's fall time,
I
most
don't care
nests
what
are
people are
empty.
doing. You guys do what you want. I'm just going to have fun on my own channel here and do my own thing. You guys can complain all you want about people, but, I'm not going to really label
$2.99.
people.
Brett,
Not a
FYI,
labeler.
you were a drunk idiot last night.
Praxis says, yeah, it's $2.99. Yeah, quit trying to lowball it there,
Hello, D.
Cam.
LOL. I don't think you understand what you're endorsing. I thought maybe animals getting
I don't
ready for
endorse
hibernation.
anything.
I've gone nuts in his super chat too.
Hey, just to the same degree, we also had you have lots of people that donate to my channel here, and they may be people that you don't like. So I can't help that. Like I might not like P Diddy donating to my stream though. What could I say?
Tommy, did you hire someone for the tree job?
No, as a matter of fact,
Tommy is getting
this
it
is the
done.
story. I'll tell you the story on the tree here, okay? Let me just stop the speech for a minute here. Okay, so what happened is this tree that you're seeing down there actually is on the neighbor's property. So it's not on city property and it's not on my property, but it's on what I would call the neighbor's property. Let's see if we can get this. Oh yeah, there he is there. That tree is on the neighbor's property, who is directly, over the fence. So the tree is just over the fence of my property. So what happened is I phoned the city because, first of all, I thought that tree is on the city property, right? And as it turns out, and the city lied to me and they said, oh, yeah, the tree's on city property. And we'll send somebody out there and we'll cut some branches off that are too close to your house or hitting your house. And what's happening is those branches on that tree are actually hitting my house, right? Looking up here and they're hitting the house. So when I phoned the city, I'm going, yeah, the tree is hitting my house, and I don't know who owns the tree, but all I know is that the tree is hitting my house, and the city says, oh yeah, that's our tree, so we'll send somebody out there and cut it. But they said, oh, but it's a Dutch elm tree, and you can only cut that tree between October and I don't know what it was, March, right? And I go, oh, well, it's April. And they go, oh, well, in order to cut that tree, we got to get a permit because it's outside of the range of dates when you can cut it. So you got to get a special permit if you want to cut a Dutch elm tree. So then what happened is nothing happened until about June. And then I get a email from the city and they go, oh, by the way, that tree is not on city property and we're not going to cut it down. And if you want to cut it down, you got to get a permit. And I go, oh, well, okay, well, we got to cut some branches off because it's hitting my house. So let's get a permit. So the guy sends me a permit. So I send the permit over to the neighbor and I go, okay, Mr. Neighbor, your tree is hitting my house here. Let's cut this branches off this tree. And I send the permit over to him, and the permit was for the 1st of August. It was a 14-day permit. It was about the 1st of August to the 14th of August. So the 14th of August comes around, and I go, what's going on with that tree? And the guy says, oh, I couldn't get anyone to cut it. Oh, hang on here. That's my wife phoning. Holy mackerel. Okay. Wow, let me get out of here a little bit. Holy mackerel. Let's see what's going on there with that guy. He's like going like crazy there with that thing. He's way up there. Wow. Let's get me out of here. Hang on a second here. Get these trees in there. So anyways, yeah, I always get interrupted there right when the trees get cut into the story. So anyways, what happened is we got the permit to cut the trees on the 1st of August, and I gave the permit to the neighbor, and the neighbor never got anyone to cut it because he goes, oh, I couldn't get anyone to cut it in time. Okay. So then I got another permit for the 1st of September, and I gave him the permit, and again, he never got anyone to cut it. Right? So that was twice that I got 2 permits to cut the trees, and twice the neighbor didn't cut it. And then I said, well, why didn't you cut it? And he said, well, because they were going to charge me $900 to cut a few branches off, and they said they'd cut the whole damn tree down for $900. So why should I just get that done? And I'm thinking, well, okay. So what's the deal? So now you want to cut the whole tree down. Okay. So yeah. So that's what they're doing, is they're actually cutting the whole tree down there. Oh, there's a school bus trying to get through. Oh, what the hell's going on? There's a bus trying to get through there. Bus can't get through. So anyways, twice I got a permit. Twice they didn't come and cut the tree. And then they finally waited until October. And then they could just come here and whatever. They didn't need a permit, I guess, to cut it. But I don't know, because there's even more to the story. Because you got to get a permit to cut a tree down. You can't just cut a tree down. So I don't know that these guys actually got a permit to cut the tree down. So now they're cutting the tree down, but did they actually get a permit to cut the tree down? I would hope so. I would hope they know what they're doing. Because at the end of the day here, the tree is coming down. You can see them cutting various things here. Branches are coming down. There's no doubt about that. Check it out.
Tommy P. Diddy is innocent until proven guilty. Good morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Tommy play Brett S. live from last night.
So is Praxis.
It was a banger.
Praxis is innocent until
Hello,
proven
Steve.
guilty.
I hate neighbors' trees. FNNNG leaves.
I know.
Drunk
because
rants
neighbor,
so
you
entertaining.
can't trust that a neighbor is going to do
Rejection rants are my
what he's
favorite.
supposed to do with the tree.
3408. Rex, how would you rate it? There's nothing better than enjoying the Tommy Temper show while getting a colonoscopy.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson drugs nuts. 10-10 for Brett S. rant last night. Do you have tree lawns in Edmonton? Nuts.
This is going to be bad because
I see
these
the
ones
guy
are going
in
to
the
hit
cherry
my
picker.
balcony.
3408
she's right down on the balcony.
3462 quit going to UAB GPA.
Look at
The
that
hysteria repetition flailing of hands crazed face screeching chef's kiss. Mossad real men don't need it. Negative people are so obnoxious. Get it right. Nuts, you like to feel it in you, but I understand no kink shaming here. Drunks believe they are superior. The lack of self-awareness was on full display. Israel. It's on full display throughout these chats. Right, Pam, it was crazy. Mossad, thanks for not kink shaming, but no puss drugs needed. Please D, it's too early. ISNT, there's some poor person on the street looking for work that you could pay to climb up there and cut the branches down, Tommy. Indeed.
Are you kidding?
FYI Rex, I am not
he'd
by
fall
P.
off a ladder.
Hopefully the potato plays it for us. Okay, someone said you were. Can be complicated. Tommy S. explaining the corrupt process. Hi Ranger. Take
He's doing
your
a good
meds,
job,
Mossad.
though, because he's
Hey,
making
some
sure
of
that
y'all.
they're not landing on my
Rangers
balcony.
lead the way.
Holy.
Big money to cut. How much permit? Did you catch that
The
bread
permit
banger last
didn't
night,
cost
Betty?
anything.
The drunk which
Permits
one?
that I got, because they
Wow, that
issued me a free
lame cutting
permit,
a
but we
beautiful
didn't use
tree
that
down
permit.
just cost TT
Did they get
is
a
a
permit
Karen.
to cut this tree? I don't know.
You didn't like the
No
tree
idea.
branches touching your house, so now you're taking an entire tree down. Tommy,
Yeah.
you gonna save the wood
No,
for
I'm
fires.
not taking the entire tree down.
You missed
the
last
tree
night,
was
Betty.
touching my house.
Tommy, is
I'm
there a
not
cop?
taking the
There are
entire
many
tree down.
requirements
The
in my
neighbor
area.
is taking the entire tree
Founder
down. There's
G.
a difference.
Hey
I wouldn't
Pam,
have
I
taken
missed
the
it. I
entire
did
tree
see
down.
him
I
in
would have taken just
LCS
the
for a
branches
minute.
down
He
that are hitting
immediately
my house.
started a fight.
But this guy, I think, is pissed
That's
off at
the guy.
the tree
Betty.
already.
Easy eye money eye people that live in apartments don't understand.
Hey, that branch
It's
hit my
wild how
bird
people
feeder.
supposedly don't like me and yet I'm all they can watch and talk about needing a life. There was a bad football game on last night. Protesters will arrive soon. Imagine being Tommy Temper's neighbor. Good morning, Tommy. Betty the drunk went in full rage on
When
Wizzy.
you're my neighbor, you got to cut the whole
Brett, so
tree
you
down.
showed your ass last night. Why?
When I start
Frosty
complaining.
B rocks insights most watch for 10 minutes and then mute or leave, buddy. Y'all have summoned the beast of no nation, release the Kraken.
Praxis, thanks for that
Frosty
super
B
chat.
rocks insights. You
Or
don't
that
like
membership.
Cyanazis, but they're all you
And-
watch and talk about. Very repetitive performance.
And thanks for
Brett,
the super
we
chat.
watched to see the next breakdown. Thanks for last night. Rip Tommy S balcony. LOL Dory, that
Good
S
friend
not a
Noodles
wise choice.
live.
I
Noodles
watched
live.
it
Check out
twice,
Noodles
Brett,
live, by the way,
thank
when he
you.
goes live. Out of
Sandy
New York.
Foster arborists.
Great guy doing some good
It's too
stuff
bad
there.
though, it's a beautiful tree. People
It is a
like
beautiful
TT
tree.
don't care about things like that. Quack 13. Proper tree pruning is important. My trees are beautiful. Hi Tommy and chat. You must be bored and lonely to watch Brett.
Trees
So
coming
the
down.
Euro woke got woke, shocking. Hi K9. Hi ABD. Betty, that dude is unhinged. Liability insurance expensive for tree trimmers. So what was price for tree job? Did Lorenzo get it? Some people definitely need better hobbies or lives than seemingly only living to
Wow,
focus
that's coming
attention
down
on me
quick.
for some reason. LOL. Hey Ms. Frosty, how would you rate last night's performance? My insurance up 60% under Biden. Worried
Oh,
about
man.
acorns.
We got that
You
storm
love the
coming there
attention.
too.
Frosty B rocks insights get real.
Storm
He
coming
did,
through.
Betty. You love it, Brett. Rehab always a good choice for a drunk in denial. Shane Day mate. Dory, I saw him in LCS.
Looking
He was
better
crazy.
around here already. I can see
Is
the
Tommy a hoarder
branches
like
aren't
mine?
touching.
Howdy, Brett. Not good to have big trees that close to your dwelling.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. Shugga.
Especially the branches.
YW2. Pam, thank you. I'll watch it when he gets it up. Exactly, smooth operator. I'm reporting Tommy to PETA for destroying squirrel habitat. Hey darlin.
That squirrel
Betty,
loves
US
that
gonna
tree
get it up a
too.
hooga.
The squirrel
So this
will
is
hate
your content
what's
today,
going on
Tommy
there.
Temper.
That squirrel
Not a
loves going up and
hurricane.
down that tree.
Chat, stay focused. This is the tree segment, folks.
That's
Not so
right.
lol, not that. Kadime
lover.
SS, at least he is
Tree
sober
hugger.
and not slobbering drunk.
This is the tree hugger
Our
segment.
homeowner's insurance is pretty high.
If you're a tree
Where is
hugger,
my new
this
friend
show's for
Daisy?
you.
They tried to send me to rehab. I said no. Brett BTW, nice stream. D, did it go up under Biden? You're evicting the squirrels. True nuts and crackers, but he is still a potato. I have several pecan trees that large in my yard. Hi Tommy. Yes,
Hey,
Mossad.
hey.
Where
Hey, good
will
to see
the
ya.
poor squirrel live in winter?
There
Betty
you go.
White, I thought you were waiting for the Viagra to kick in. Environmentalist wackos getting triggered. Non-tent.
He's doing a good job cutting
In
that
Tommy's
tree, though.
attic, Mossad. Dawson grandma hand pink waving. Squirrels going to move into your roof space. Yakos nature is for wackos, smooth operator. Nutso na, I'll pass.
Smooth operator.
Hi everyone. K9
Auditing
LOL.
Australia. Hey, Auditing Australia, good to see ya. I love your work. I love your
Canada
work.
has many potatoes. It's the
Out in
national
Australia,
vegetable.
we watch you. And
Catamus,
once in a while, we
exactly.
bring you up on our stream here when
Grandma.
I'm live here. Good.
We have 3 walnut
Glad
trees.
to
My
see you're
hubby
doing
trimmed
that
them.
auditing work in
F
Australia
nature.
there. Big ups
Hi,
to you. And
Dachshund.
we love to see any kind of, you know, what would you call them? Rallies, you know, riots.
BRB gotta run to
things
store
like
quick.
that. Big
Pave the
ups to you.
planet. D, do you eat the walnuts? Cool applicated.
Wow.
Got
Got
a good
little,
one coming in 2
chainsaw
weeks.
there, going hard on it there. Looks pretty good. They're trying to
Hey DG,
do it
my
so
son
that they
had to
don't
evacuate.
drop the branches
Yes,
onto
love
my balcony,
walnut.
because they'll wreck my balcony if they do that. So there's actually what he's doing is he's throwing those branches away from the balcony so that they don't land over here. But it's coming down. I'm getting more and more light into my
I
studio.
had black walnut trees. They
I
were
might even
such
be
a
able to
mess.
see
I had
the
them all
northern
cut
lights
down.
after this tree is gone.
D, what's the walnut process?
If the northern lights are out there, I'll be able to video the northern lights right out of my window if that tree goes away.
I want you to watch me disappear.
There's more
Any
trees
power
out
lines in the vicinity? Tommy, is it a union job?
No power lines. It's non-union, I think. I don't think it's union. But you never know.
November 2nd, you won T,
Looks
even
like a
though the
private
county.
company. But he's right here. I'm like right here. I'm looking right at him.
I'm
here.
OpenAI Dev certified.
I'm 15 feet away from that guy right there, looking at him through my window. But I'm on the other side of a glass window here, so that's why it's a little bit quieter here. But it is interesting how they're cutting that thing down. They're going pretty hard at it. That guy's a good worker.
Corn cobs fit better than all of the other vegetables. He is doing a good job. Back
is,
to part
yeah.
2
Let
of
me
the
turn over here,
colonoscopy,
hang
The
on.
Awakening. 1000 Ways to Die new episode starring Tommy Temper.
Look at that.
Mossad,
gonna
our
go
English
down.
walnuts have a green cover on the outside.
Oh! Another one there. What's that one going to do? Gonna get it off the balcony. I'm watching everything. Oh, it hit my balcony a little bit, but it went off the balcony, which is good.
Lots of amazing Northern Lights pictures today from last night, all over really cool.
Oh yeah, we had the sunspots and the
No clue. D, is the harvest process difficult?
what do you call it? The that shoots out from the sun. You had a lot of that going on there. People were saying that they were going to earth all of our communication systems are going to go down or something, but no, that never happens. That's a pretty long one that he's got there. The very last one, that he didn't want to cut that one off.
Brett, did you see it?
Because that one's going to land and break my balcony. Okay, what are we doing now? Just moving over there now. It's a play-by-play on the tree cutting here. She's coming down. We're going down. Oh! I don't know if you can hear the noises out there. I hear that it's a little bit
It
muffled.
would cost several thousands to have a tree that size cut down.
Well, you know what the
in
neighbor
4
told me?
different ways.
This is what the neighbor told me. I said, well, why didn't you get that tree
Probably
cut down?
3 GS here
I gave
at
it
least.
2 permits. And you still didn't do it. And he said to me, because it would cost $900 to have a few branches cut off, and it'll cost me $900 to get the whole tree cut
Here
down.
have to hire a cop too.
So
Every
that
night
was
as
the
a
reason.
Northern Light event when drunk.
So it
all
cost them the
suiting their
same amount to
individual
cut a few
tastes and
branches as it would the whole
personalities.
tree. So he went for the $900 to cut the whole tree. Now, are they paying $900 to cut that whole tree? I don't know. I think that's a little cheap. But who knows? You know, like how long is a truck and a bunch of guys, how long can it be out
$900 a
there
good
for
price to take the whole
$900?
thing.
I don't know. I
It's
know,
the
that's
only
a good
hard
price.
part.
I thought that was too cheap.
That's cheap.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be a stump grind.
Dollar or Canada money?
Canadian money. Canuck dough.
Hopefully that spun Hankaby learns a lesson.
He's
That
a little
is
bit
very
worried
cheap.
with that branch right there that he's dealing with there, because if he cuts that one right there, it
Screw
will
nature.
actually land on my balcony.
No way that costs 900.
Yeah, I know. I know. There's something weird about that number. But that's what the neighbor told me. That's the number that he used when he was talking to me.
Sandy is
FOMO.
stacking the wood.
And that's a big tree. That's an elm tree that is about 3 feet in diameter. It's about 3. Let me look closer here. Let me see. Yeah, it's about 3 feet in diameter, that tree. It's a pretty big tree. Oh, he's going back over there now. I don't know what the deal is there.
Tommy, does that include wood removal? Sandy Foster thinks this is porn.
Yeah, I think it's
that is about
removal and
100
everything.
years old if it's 3 feet in diameter.
Oh yeah, this tree is at least 100 years old. Yeah. It's 100 years old because this house that I'm in, well, actually not this house, but there's another house
This
at
is
the
the
end of the
best
block that's
content Tommy
1920.
has since 2023.
It was built in 1920, so I know that some of these trees have been around here since 1920.
Only
the lonely. So what happened? They give up already? They all gone? What's the deal?
1920s neighborhood established. OMG, so much wood, I am in heaven. You live in a condo.
Look at all the garbage that is out on the deck there. I put all that food and stuff out there for the birds and that. You can see the guys are down there. I don't live in a condo, but I live in a multi-unit.
Well, at least it will help
I
when
live in
it's
like a
time to clean the
threeplex.
leaves up. They are getting some
Threeplex.
ropes. Sandy Foster, simmer down. She wants to jump out of the frying pan into the fire. The birds are scared.
The birds aren't coming today.
3 flat. Too late. Tommy has a big unit. I want to cosplay nuts in a condo for at least 6 months before dropping my balls again. Flat like a pelican. It's cold. Sandy is oozing sap. All of that moistness will cause a moss breakout. Tommy, are they using a chipper?
Yeah, they got a chipper out there. Definitely have a chipper out there.
Good morning, Tommy.
So the guy up on top with that bucket.
Hey there,
good
Tommy,
morning.
temper person turquoise
Good
waving.
morning, hot damn.
Can one have too much wood?
Elaine.
Did you
You
guys
know
hear
how,
the
I don't
news that
know
big
if you
girls are
know, but
taking
I
over the
think
trucking industry? Tommy,
that
use
you
the
guys
chips
all
for you flower
know
beds. Good
Kelly
morning,
and
Tommy, in
Nitro.
chat. Hey there,
Because
Betty
I
White.
found Nitro a while ago. And then I kind of introduced
Sandy, you
this whole convoy type, realm of people
I'm more inclined to go workaholic
Nitro. So
downtown
them
and forget about
guys over
building
there,
for now.
Nitro and Kelly
Dumpster by the
and
docks
those
is priority
guys,
now.
whatever they're doing over there.
Good morning, Minion Mossad.
But that's how I think that thing came about.
Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Queenie, good to see you. There's Carlette in there. Nuts and crackers.
Good
big
morning,
ups.
nuts and crackers.
We got the tree dude here doing his cutting
Yes,
of
I have
branches
known
today.
them for over a year now. If you guys want to rent low-income housing, do let us know. Please ignore the online reviews. Hi Colette. Colette. Hey Colette. Kelly, sorry ahead of time, this new batch of smoke rocking me. Yabba dabba doo.
Doesn't matter because
Hello
that's over.
nuts. Hi beautiful Colette. Good morning Miss Frosty, a beautiful day. Hey Kelly. Hey Kelly, smiling face with hearts. Big up Elaine, hand pink waving. Q on that long lonely highway to nowhere. There is no low-income housing. Hello Colette. Hey there, crafting and coffee with Kelly. Rentex, you favorite rental choice for low-income drug-infested properties, hand pink waving. Tommy, take the wood to the RV. The price of rent is too damn high. Hello all you day drinkers. Good morning hot damn Elaine S crafting. Hello Mossad. Smooth operator, hello hun. Howdy Colette. I stand by my complete drunk of a long-distance girlfriend. It's cheaper to get out of the city in any direction. Tommy, does neighbor have a wind turbine? Day smoking,
No,
not
he
drinking.
doesn't.
Taxes are high inside the line. Hello nuts.
Holy, he's
Queen of
cutting
the
some big logs off of
tree
that thing
dude
now.
gets paid to cut the tree, sell the chips as mulch, and the tree to a lumber mill. Dearborn is cheaper
Well, they're
by far.
doing the whole thing with the
Hello
tree. They're
Pam, I
cutting
hope all
the
is well
logs
with you
off, the
today.
branches off, and they're
Yes,
hauling it all
Betty.
away.
Yo
And
hot
I got
damn.
nothing to do with it. I'm not
I
paying
see a
for it or
wind
anything.
turbine
That's a
right
neighbor.
over your head, Tommy. Hey there,
Neighbor's
Frosty
paying
B
for
Rocks
everything.
Insights. Did you get my message about Rudy Au?
I could put up a wind
Hey, Elaine,
turbine,
my friend.
but I'm just not into the maintenance that's required for solar panels and batteries and all that stuff. I'd rather just pay the power company and be done with it. You know what I mean? Like, all that stuff takes maintenance. You guys don't realize that. I don't want to be tweaking the battery system on a whatever, a solar panel and a
Kelly,
windmill.
smiling face with hearts, smiling face with hearts. Tommy, there is a wind turbine right over your head. Can you show it? Oh, sorry, no, Colette.
Oh, yeah, that.
Hey, Colette.
Well, yeah, well, what that is I just
It's a
put that
good one,
outside just to
Frosty B.
spin in
Rocks
the wind.
Insights.
But, you know, it doesn't really generate
Betty
anything.
the tree guys
Actually, what
have
it
a
is,
racket.
it's a fan to plug into your USB. It's a USB fan is what that is. But I shoved it outside there. Just for fun. Oh, let's get him back in here again. He's way up there.
Love a good tree guy.
Oh, look at that's an electric one.
Oh,
You
it
see
looks
that?
like it's big from the vantage
That's
point.
a Milwaukee electric thing that he's using there, and it's some kind of a clipper. It's a yeah, it's got a clipper on the end of it, but it's an electric clipper,
This is her rock
battery
bottom
operated.
and result of letting her hold the coins. I'm apathetic and good at it now. Milwaukee.
That's a new one.
Pole saw. Sandy gets excited when she reads about Paul Bunyan. Called pole saw. Said no girl
Paul
ever.
Bunyan. That's right.
Not so
The
absolutely
lumberjack.
the barbecue places love when they cut
Well,
pecan trees
I'm a
down.
lumberjack and I don't
My
care.
hubby has one of them. I just need a Buick Park Avenue.
I'm a lumberjack and I
Tommy,
don't care.
what S in your cup chat wants to see? We had a
It's just
hailstorm
coffee.
and our
That's
friend's
all it is.
solar panels were
You
destroyed.
can't really see it, but it's coffee
Daughter
in
went
there.
back to her house today, but everything is now toxic where she lives, so I think they'll be moving home for good.
Not much coffee though. I need a refill.
Sandy, you have a great sense of humor. explain to Sandy that a woodpecker is a bird. Tommy, how do you take your coffee?
A woodpecker
oh no,
pecks.
DG.
I take my
No,
coffee
really, is this
with
going
a
to be
little
your
bit of that
content today?
creamer.
The term show
that
really
you
has
pour
lost all
in,
meaning on
that has a
YouTube.
little bit of sugar and cream in it already. I just pour a little bit
Prayers
of that
for
in, and that's
Grandma's
good enough.
daughter on her toxic, contaminated property.
El Perfecto.
Betty, there's nothing funny about wood. At least coffee the best, but it will clean you out.
Oh yeah. Coffee is good for like first thing in the morning. Have a little
my
bit of
dog's
coffee
hund
and
grandma
then
and another
do your
storm
thing,
on
and
its
then
way.
you're ready for a day.
Viagra is good for Waddy.
Waddy. Woody.
DG, I wish her all the best.
Woody Woody. Man, you can't get any closer than this to a tree cutting, I'll tell you. City of Edmonton is out there. Uh-oh.
Not so I've heard that
What are they
before.
gonna do? They're gonna
Shout out to the
pass this
37
guy.
in
What
the
hell are
chat.
they doing with the tree?
Yes, Colette, thanks guys, it
There's
will all
some
work
neighbor
out.
across the street standing there watching. And he's probably an environmentalist. Yeah, he's a guy with a beard. He looks like an environmentalist type dude. And he's watching the tree come down in shock. Just like the trolls in here. They're going,
Please massage the like or ill abuse my rage.
No, I'm not cutting the tree down. Oh, he complained about the tree and they're cutting it down. Oh yeah, I'm the bad guy. But the tree is getting so old that I think that it's got, like, you know how the surface of the tree is turning black already? You know how the trunk starts turning black, like it's that old of a tree. It's probably about, finished.
Tommy Shoulder, you be supervising the job.
I know, I should be
One of my
supervising the job.
environmentalist neighbors went nuts when I had my black walnuts trees removed and called the town forester.
Yeah.
It will grow back.
Well, that's what'll happen here. Somebody will call. Like the way these guys operate here, I would bet that they did not get a permit.
Trees are a renewable resource.
I would lay money on it that they don't have a permit. But on the other hand, they hired a company to do it. So you'd think that the company would get a permit before doing the job, but who knows? A lot of times these guys just do stuff, cut it down, whatever, and then move on. And hopefully nobody notices.
In my town, you're required to cut the town grass and clear snow or get funded. Fined. This law is very bad for seniors and those with disabilities.
He's handing that clipper down, that battery-operated clipper. Checking for what else needs to be done. Looking good.
Long hair Tommy, you sure it's a he?
I think it's a guy. I'm pretty sure it's a guy. He's got a beard. The beard is the giveaway. Usually a woman doesn't have a beard, you know, even with long hair. Going down to look underneath there. I don't know. There's nothing to cut down there, though. Noodles Live. Check out Noodles Live. Oh, look at, he's got a little miniature chainsaw now on the end of a stick. It's a new tool. Let's check this one out.
Tommy misgendering tree cutters, they gonna make tree land on porch now. Shout out Tommy Temper, 3-time Canadian Freak Off winner, hosted by Biddy Escobar Discord. That's a big tree. I believe after the 60 Minutes interview it's safe to say Kamala Harris is not smart.
Big ups,
That
Betty
is
White.
a nice big
I'll have to
tree.
check that interview.
Trying to buy parcel 1306100008 off Genesee County Land Bank. Colette likes big trees. 60 Minutes interview was awesome. It's
I'll
in
have
the
to see that
country, a
deep.
garage.
Betty White. Looking forward to that. Coming back up again.
Agreed, Betty
with
White.
this jig here.
Not as bad as a Detroit project at all. Back, did I miss anything?
No, K9 didn't miss too much. He's cutting some branches down there. He's got some new tool out there now. It's hard to see him because he's sort of behind that pillar, but it's a little miniature
Genesee
chainsaw on the end of
County.
a stick. It's
Al
made by
Munson
Still.
here for the Chitlins cook-off.
Looks
Hey,
like
Betty.
a Still brand.
It's a 2-bay garage with an office in the sticks. Tommy, have you ever been to a Grateful Dead concert?
Negative.
I
No,
have a mini
never.
chainsaw. I've had to have the chains sharpened. I've used it so much.
But I've heard a lot of the Grateful
K9
Dead.
Tommy got porn bombed. Hello there, Sandy. Betty chops up bad actors. Hi, Tommy. I would hope that an attorney is smart in at least some ways.
Lunacy.
I'm avoiding Detroit.
Good to see you, Lunacy.
I love the Flint libraries.
We're doing some tree branch cutting here today.
K9, hey, sweetie.
Outside of my window. So, you know, it's just, hey, we may as well watch what's happening right outside of my window. That's, you know.
Shout out Abdul
get any better
Hussein
than
Boyle.
this.
Better call Saul.
Better
Hello,
call Saul.
Minion.
Hey, you know him?
Hi, Betty. Hey,
you know
Tommy.
Saul?
AL,
Actually, yeah,
beg
I
you
like
stop.
Saul. If you know that streamer, Saul. Better call Saul.
Hello,
Thought he was
beautiful
actually a pretty
Luna.
good streamer.
Flint Township is full of declining property values and dilapidated homes. Tommy, are you going to cover hurricane tomorrow?
I'm not sure. Not sure if I'm going to
Minion.
cut the hurricane or not. Yeah, that was like about a 6-inch piece of wood there.
Cam Han, she did not do well at all, neither did Walls. Praxis owns 8 Mile. My plan is to rent 150 weekly rooms to crackheads during the decline. Six-inch, but what the girth, Tommy? Did not do well in what capacity?
It was
Shout out Andrew's
about
cum-soaked green
3-inch
AstroTurf
diameter.
carpet. And run around drunk without a shirt
About
collecting
6 inch
rent
long.
with a scuzzy lawyer on hand to evict quick. Neither did the Saints, they suck. Oi.
It's looking good though. Like even with what he's cut so far, I've got so much more light coming in my window now from
It's
the
the
north.
plot to the Wild Orchid movie. Before all the sex, he was a dishwasher before he became a billionaire.
Might
A
even be
bad
able to
interview
see
doesn't mean a person isn't smart. I would like to think that in order to be a high-ranking attorney you'd have to have some sort of smarts. Welcome back, K9.
Well, I you know, like, I don't think
Cam, she doesn't have
you
answers.
can
She
put
just
it this
says
way.
things that don't
I
add up.
think that we thought that Kamala was a lot worse than she's actually turning out to be. Now, I haven't seen
You
that
won't be able to
60-minute
hide
interview,
Tommy.
so I don't know how badly she bombed there. Apparently,
Thanks, D.
you're making
Wild
it sound
Orchid
like
is a dope
she
book.
didn't do
Itchy's
that well.
played IRL to conclusion may or may not be possible. If I can't, you can't.
Wild Orchid.
Does she have concepts of a plan? Well, Cam, I invite you to watch it.
Yeah, now I'm
I
going to have
think
to
she
watch
was a
it.
political appointed. D.
Appointee.
She will redeem herself on The View, I'm sure. So she sounded like Trump in the interview. I didn't see it.
Holy jeez, he's going way high.
Tommy, their SA channel from Thailand shows all the hot girls. Nope, Cam, she doesn't even gave a concept.
Guess what? They're not girls.
Interesting. Kamala on The View today.
It's hard to keep this guy in the frame because he's like all over the place. Tried to keep him in there, but he's going out.
I don't watch The View. Tommy with the first zinger of the day.
Oh, my little tripod thing is crapping out on me. Hang on a second here. Let me fix my camera. Hang on. This stupid camera.
Maybe your crows 1T like your place now, Tommy. Bob Ross gets better numbers. The View.
Okay, where'd he go? I lost him. Oh, there he is, down there now. He's down below with the guys down below there.
Al, I've watched numerous clips this morning. Lady didn't sound good. She showed a touch of anger at one point. Yes, Luna, it's a sad day at Tommy's.
It's a sad day if you're a tree hugger. If you're a tree hugger, here, I'll give you a hug. Oh, poor tree hugger.
Time
This
to
was
clean
like
the bird
about
baths.
this tree actually consumed as much carbon as 20 cars produce in a
Tommy,
year.
do you have an electric leaf blower?
I do have an electric leaf blower, yeah. I'm going to blow the leaves off of my deck here when these guys are done. Actually, let's see. It's looking pretty bad out there. I'm just going to look out there. Hang on. Yeah, it's looking bad on my deck right now. I'm going to have to blow all that crap off of there. Lots of sawdust, branches and stuff. But basically my deck
I
looks
have
pretty good,
Greenworks.
though.
What you got?
Yeah, Greenworks, yeah. It's a Greenworks special. Okay, hang on a second here. I'll be right
I
back.
want to write in the telehandler. I tried to watch the interview on Call Her Daddy. I think she might regret that one. I'm sick of leaves coming into my yard. I don't have any trees that drop leaves. Before Brett Boyle goes live, he works up a sweat in the garage and tells himself in the mirror he's Al Munson over and over to build up his self-esteem. Trump's got it all figured out, running on issues that don't exist. All he's going to have to do is stop lying and the problems will disappear. Smooth ya bastard neighbor tria. Mossad, it's not right that I have to clean up other people's leaves. Same here, but what can you do? Hi, door knocker. Tell the trees they might care. K9 GTSY. Kamala Harris' 60 Minutes interview was even worse for than the Call Me Daddy interview. It pretty much finished her run. You could just leave the leaves. The Ents are going to war, Tommy. Move to a prairie area where there are no trees around, LOL. LOL BBC barbecue. Smooth operator, stop the wind from blowing.
Mackerel. What's going on there?
Oh lordy. Leave war starting soon.
Betty White.
Betty, I wait until it gets very windy and blow the leaves into the road and let them go back to the neighbors.
Exactly. Look
Is
at what's
today
going
the
on
day
here.
you'll get your Black Crime in America channel over 30 subs? BBC barbecue.
Black crime in America. There is no such thing.
1,200 off each 2-bed
It's
shotgun
only
house with
human
occupancy
crime.
almost guaranteed.
Oh, that guy. I think that guy down
Leave
there
do
is
that
the,
when
must
no
be the
one
neighbor.
is looking.
I think that's the neighbor. Because remember, I don't really know the neighbor. I've never met the neighbor because it's what is next door to me is not a house. It's an apartment, right? An apartment building, a big apartment building. So like, I don't know who the owner of the building is. I've never met him.
Of course there is. BBC Barbecue has a channel highlighting in 150
But there is a guy out there
a week
watching
per
the whole
crashed
thing,
by my
and he's
math and an
probably
excuse to drink beer and have a work truck. Rip
the
Colin
management there,
Flaherty.
watching that nothing gets wrecked.
We saw a guy raking leaves down there. YTF not? Your internet intelligence is wrong again, Kim. Colin Flaherty, a true patriot? I don't think so. LOL smooth operator, last leaf season my new neighbor threatened me over leaves. Tommy's neighbor is a Fed.
Okay, you see the guy on the left without the hard hat.
Betty.
I think that's the
Can
neighbor.
you imagine someone standing there just watching you do your job?
Not the guy with his hand in the air there, but the other guy standing
Lots
there.
of cop incidents here leaf season.
So he's talking to the guys that are doing the work there. So he's kind of watching the job there to make sure that everything goes
Plus
well.
I can borrow against a occupancy and get to Stevens building eventually. Give him a hard hat. Tommy, is this the inner city?
Yeah, exactly. If he's on the job site,
Hi,
the guy
FOMO.
should be wearing a hard hat and steel-toed boots. Otherwise, he shouldn't be allowed on
I
the
got to
job
get to
site.
2 million in equity if I want Stevens
Right,
building
just
app
like
by
me
myself.
with the city there when the
All
guy
two. Hi,
said that I
K9.
needed PFE equipment, whatever, hard hat to be anywhere around there. FOMO. What up? What up? Who's your daddy?
Who's your daddy?
Okay, you guys, make sure you get that done right, okay? You see that up there, that one branch?
Eye protection to Tommy, I'm Kling OSHA.
It's going to be the end of an era here when this tree comes down.
Dort Highway looks like war-torn Bosnia.
Because then the squirrels won't be able to jump off of that tree onto my balcony. I don't know what they're going to do. They'll figure out a way.
WYSI is Brett S. daddy. Minion is my daddy. Is he wearing a mask?
Oh, yeah, I heard Brett complaining about Wizzy there. I was listening to your last broadcast there, Brett. After the fact.
Hi. I don't have any kids I know of. The Stevens building has the Pelican mural done.
There you go. I'm just trying to adjust some stuff there. Like where it says
Birds
latest
are gonna
super
be
chat.
sad. Praxis, you take your meds today, mate.
Just wanted to move that over a bit so you could
Brett
actually
doesn't
see it.
he understand that some people come on YouTube to get a break from IRL?
That's the chipper. See, that's the chipper there behind that truck. You can see that yellow chipper there.
Brett's
Maybe
such a
chipping some of
hypocrite.
that
Try
stuff.
mentioning anything supporting Israel in his chat automatically gets you blocked. Bro. Brett hasn't he had a few things to say about you too, Tommy, unfortunately.
Well, that's where you
Rise
don't,
up.
you shouldn't block
Cry
people
harder,
if they
flaunt
have an
it.
opposing view. You know, I understand
I'm
if
sitting
you're
here
like
quietly
hard
minding
on one
my
side
own
and you
business.
don't like what other people have to say, that you'll just plain block them. But then you reduce your audience. You know, you don't have as many people watching you. I'd rather have
Did you want Ant to
Discord,
save it for us?
people talking and communicating and discussing, and no blocking. That's
Who
what
is
happens.
Brett? He sounds famous.
But if you do come in here and you try and troll me,
That looks like
you
a
might get
Vermeer
blocked
chipper.
if you troll me.
You throw
You know, like
jabs,
somebody
you
did get
jabs,
blocked already
Brett.
in the chat here today, because they came in here and specifically tried to troll me. You know, like
I'm not interested. The lesson she learns is key.
doxing, using doxing type terminology in here. So if you try and dox me with my name or any other name of anyone around me, yeah, you might get booted out of here. Just so you know.
Sitting here quietly not saying a word, people just can't help themselves, it appears.
But ordinarily, I don't like to boot people just because they're, you know, have a different view than I do.
BJJ has a good jab defense.
Most everyone does have a different view than I do. There's no,
After the wood
no two
chips are
people
dried,
on
they
this
make
earth
great
that are
mulch.
the same. And that's why when people go, oh, equality, equality. No,
Have you
we're not
seen
the
the Flint
same. We're not
libraries?
equal. People are not equal. We're all different. You know, some people are, I hate to say it, but some people are not that intelligent. Okay. Other people are average intelligence. Some
Do you
people
guys
are,
mean Brett the Hitman Hart
are
WWE
maybe
Hall of Famer?
more intelligent. But you know, would you think that Elon Musk is like more intelligent
Did
than
they
the average
just trim
person?
the
How
tree?
about this for a thought? Elon Musk is probably more intelligent than the average person. Seems to come up with some
You bring it
fantastic
on
ideas
yourself,
and
Brett.
business
Try
sense
being
and
quiet
whatever
on
else.
other people's live chats.
Putting
Elaine forgot
rockets
exclamation
into,
point.
into outer atmosphere. But yet he comes jumping on stage there with Trump. Did you see that? Where he's like bouncing up and down and jumping up and down like a little kid. You know what I mean? So
Thank you,
it's
Mossad.
like even people that are like who you might classify
Yes, it
as being
appears they are
super
done with the tree
intelligent
trimming. Neuralink
are-
helps with ED.
sometimes
Hi, Elaine.
just a little kid at heart. I don't know.
Elaine. K9
Or is
hello.
that just me thinking that?
The new BAC school is in Flint. I've been going to the old one by M&M's old trailer park in Warren. Truck lights are on now.
Oh yeah, what's going on? Are they going to move out of there? Did they fill that truck up with chips? And now they have to move out? But actually, it's getting to be 10:30. So it is still, you know, middle
Lunch
of the
break
morning.
for tree guy.
Well, yeah, this is like lunch break right now, yeah. Well, not lunch, but coffee break. If it's
Not taking the
10:30,
whole
it could be
tree,
like
just
a
a trim up.
15-minute coffee break. Maybe that's what's happening. Maybe it was from 10:15 to 10:30 was the coffee break. And watch, in a couple minutes here, we'll see him get back in action again. Oh, look at the birds are back. They're going, what the hell happened? What was it, a hurricane? Tornado? I don't know, but half of our branches are gone. Or maybe the city guy came down, because I did see a city truck out there.
Elon has
So
a
maybe
funny
a city guy came
personality.
down and gave him hell for cutting the tree
80s
down.
female shave.
Maybe they have
Tommy
to stop
watched
cutting
Tucker
the tree
Carlson. He had Elon Musk on again. He's very fun. Elon or Leon has got $49 billion from the US government.
down. Betty White. Tucker with Elon.
Hello Tommy and chat and mods.
Yeah, I like to see interviews with Musk and that.
Elon
that
is a
was fun
pimp, has
seeing him on the
11
Trump
kids.
thing there.
Tommy
there
S.
goes
Tree
some
got
worker.
dung sex. Hi butterflies.
She got doxxed, yeah. It was a Dutch elm. Dutch elm tree that's about 100 years old. But that's it, still up there. Okay, now
I'm
if you can
becoming way
see
more
the tree
resourceful
right
with BAC. I'm
there.
not what I was when I first got here. Fuck Detroit, their loss. I need Pam to learn her lesson. I can't beat her ass.
But that tree is
Butterflies.
still up. You can see the
It's
tree right
almost
there.
like
That's
he
the
is
tree that they're
illegal
cutting
getting
down.
all that money.
But they're
Butterflies.
cutting it from the top and then slowly, you know, chop, 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 chop,
I am
chop
in
until
love
they
with
get
Luna,
down.
the hot Congress Latino lady.
So they'll be at this job for a while. I don't know if this is a $900 job. But to me, it seems like more than 900. But what do I know?
My Ike moved to the Oki space. Did the Dutch bring them from Europe? 12 Mossad.
Dutch elm.
Praxis
must have.
WTF.
They must have brought him over. Must be a Dutch thing, you know. Dutch elm. What else would they call it that? Russian elm if it was from Russia.
Oh, up to 12 now. Luna C. Hello, love your name. Funny she has my name. We are losing the house November 1st. FOMO. FOMO, he's in
But
a
they're
world
doing a good
all his
job.
own.
Very good job.
DD just became a sponsor.
D. Thanks a lot
Someone
for
needs to give
becoming a member.
Praxis. He doesn't need to be talking about beating a woman. So Dutch
Elon
trees
is,
are
pretty funny
colonizers,
with Tucker.
Tommy.
Really?
And 4 of the dogs at least.
I'm going to have to watch that, D. That sounds interesting.
Can't take 6 dogs to the condo.
How long ago did that interview happen? But I didn't.
Thank you,
see
Butterfly
that, so
made part of it up.
It's funny that I didn't know about that. But usually I, you know, am in tune with what's going on out there. It's a colonizer tree. Yeah, the colonizers brought the tree with them. Queenie, how you doing? What's happening with you there these days? Yeah, I know that you'd be going live and doing your thing, but you know things are kind of quiet there.
Empowering her and
Winding
allowing
down.
her to fuck around fucked us up. Love and learn.
Wonder where Queenie is there. Is she in Saskabush or back in Red Deer? I know I saw somebody,
6
Charlie
dogs
or
too
somebody
many for
was
me. Full
making
time a
fun,
week
saying
or 2
something
is
about
okay.
a tarp or something in the background.
Praxis PLS, stop getting dogs you obviously are incapable of taking care of. Time Praxis
And,
out for 24 hours. He is a woman beater.
Whether or not it's going to be winterized there for winter. See what happens there. But yeah, even Queenie's been noticing that
How do
the
you know
algorithm
Animal
is
did not
changing
bring
on
the tree
YouTube.
seeds here, Tommy?
And you've got not as many people, becoming members, or joining, sorry, I should be subscribing to your channel, new subs. Not as many new subs, and vertical not working like it was,
Time
say, a
bred out.
couple
He
months
is a
ago.
woman abuser too. I just saw it this
that's
morning,
kinda why.
Tommy.
That's why I've gone back to horizontal. I'm not hardly even doing
I know
any verticals.
bullets, it's insane, really.
Unless I'm doing a short. I'm going to just specifically do vertical shorts. Otherwise, I'm not going to do long.
Give that man a back scratcher.
There's no way I'm going to
You
do
can
like a
take 5.
half-hour stream vertical.
Oh, I was gonna
Just do
get
a little
that one,
vertical short
LOL.
of some interest. And then anything else I'm going to do horizontal. Because you get so much more viewing screen on a horizontal. Hey, what happened? There was a branch or something on there. Bird hit it or
Queenie's
something.
cleavage isn't working anymore.
The cleavage.
Who's your daddy?
Tucker Elon is on X yesterday, Tommy.
The cleavage. It's like
Nuts
this.
stopwatch went off.
Guys, that woman's cleavage is mesmerizing.
Tried telling you that vertical streams were lame, but
This is
nobody
what
listens
happens.
to scummy. Oh no no no. Tao and foot dogs too.
You end up like you're in a mesmerized state. Guys
Hi,
are like
scum.
zombies. The cleavage. The cleavage. I will do anything
I'm
for
apathetic
the cleavage.
ASF.
Minion. Minion, you need a girlfriend. Holy jeez.
Hey scummate.
Badly, you need a girlfriend badly. You get the hell off the internet tonight and go out to the lounge or something and find a
Hey
real
K9
person.
Gaming.
To an analog person.
Her neck fat is
Instead
so
of a
large it
digital
is part
person.
of the cleavage. Mossad. Hi Betty White.
Hip hop.
Tommy, but I'm gay, bro.
Yeah, right.
Minion has a girlfriend, Tommy.
Oh no, why did I pick this song? That's the worst song ever. Okay, this is good too. Okay. Okay, let's get, this is some branch cutting music. All we need is some branch cutting. It's like, sounds like we're in a cave. Where's the cave sound here? Hang on.
Tommy, check out LC. He shaved his hair off and looks 1.5 million times better. I thought
Yeah,
we were
Betty
having
White.
a love fest, Tommy, making me depressed.
I saw that. Yeah, but I saw him this morning and he could barely talk. He shaved his head off, okay, yeah, but he could barely
Very
talk.
true, Betty.
A little too hammered, I think, overnight.
Tommy, shave your head. LOL, Betty, he was so wasted this morning.
Yeah. I don't have hair. I'm bald. Well, I got a little bit of
That
hair on the
sound
sides
now
here.
I gotta pee. This is the free version of Drop It Like It's Hot. Hi there, Miss Betty, will you be affected by Milton? Audio.
I'm in the cave. Yeah.
I got my ass back on Medicaid and getting my hernia surgery, and any aids this skank gave me fixed, and going to my fun garage in the sticks with a Park Avenue. Someone
Get
else
that
sounded
operation.
pretty hammered last night too. Nightbot, I'll be damned. Let's see if I can time it right. Snoop signed a big NBC contract. I have a place in
Snoop.
Florida, scary. And I
My
wish
friend
she would
Snoop.
go cry to mama, but she is determined to stalk me in Michigan. K9, I watched a few minutes last night before the football game.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Never mind, I cannot remember the lyrics. Praxis, dial it back, geez.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Miss Betty, when he shaved, he looked weird. I'm GT and her setup and dipping with a Buick in a security fence. Praxis is a big donor to Tommy. Can't touch this.
Can't touch this. Can't touch this. Echoey. I like that echo. I like that echo. It's almost as good as the Justin Bieber sound. Hello, I'm Justin Bieber. I'm a friend of P. Diddy. P. Diddy Diddy me. P. Diddy Diddy me. Diddy Diddy me.
Hello butterfly sweetheart, no ma,
Now
I'm
he's
all
in
safe
jail.
here, it's good to see you. Wow,
I think
5
I'll
minutes
testify
time out,
against
maybe
P.
I should
Diddy
go
Diddy.
live a rant about it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Gazy Lamer is a TC original channel.
Lazy gamer.
Bieber and Diddy Onu.
Yeah, I don't like lazy gamer. I'll tell you why. You know, like he's lazy gamer is like a lefty, and he's like always anything that's convoy, Donald Trump, or anything like that. He's like just gonna bash the hell out of it, you know. So he's got a little bashing channel over there, you know, big deal.
Butterfly, yeah, he needs the facial hair. He's sad.
Lazy lamer, Bob Cox says.
Lazy Gamer is entirely unaffiliated with Troll Central. Night, you're
And
a
lazy
genius.
gamer.
Yeah.
Whenever you comment on anything he does over there, he never ever comments back.
Convoy
ever.
So
Never.
202W.
I've never seen him comment back on anything that I've commented on there. Because I've commented on some of his
Shirt
stuff.
people,
once in a
LOL.
while. If I thought, yeah, it's like, what are you trying to call that person out or whatever for? But whatever. You know, he's doing that for money. Eh? His channel is monetized. At least I think it is. And he's doing stuff for views, right? That's it. He does a little hit piece for a view, and he gets lots of views on it. And okay, so that's
It's fun
what he
when
does.
people comment.
Lazy gamer.
He deletes and blocks different opinions. Shirt
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
person
that
without a shirt.
Tucker interview of Elon. That
Tommy,
should be
how
good.
much antifreeze stuff you put in RV for winter process? Truth hurts, Habret. It's interesting
I
other
put
views
in-
even if we don't agree.
Okay, 1 container of antifreeze,
We
which is
got
probably
Haji Land
about
searching for us a condo in Dearborn.
maybe 4 gallons. 4 gallons of antifreeze is about all I
LOL
put
butterflies.
in the trailer.
Who even still watches Lazy Gamer?
Well, I'm sub to him, and I have the bell turned on. So anytime he puts out a new video, I get a notification. But you know, he's like all over the place with what he does. You know, he's not like really commenting on one thing. And there's only a certain amount of stuff that I'm interested in, right? So the rest of what he's doing really isn't interesting me.
CONV, it's funny, they gotta keep an eye on the enemy. It's Tommy does.
Okay, I'm trying to make some of my drink water with this drop here. Fruit punch.
LOL. She works for Haji, he owns shit, my rep isn't as bad as you think IRL. Tommy, I have to say this member's only content on your channel is elite. We okay? Stop.
Roger that. You like it, do you?
I know what my family is getting for Christmas.
Considering you're a member. Appreciate that membership. Let's see.
Well,
yeah.
we anti okay,
Anybody
but
that's
we
a member
okay,
of the
she
channel there,
anti right.
appreciate you being a
Tommy,
member.
I recommend Smirnoff Ice Green Apple Tart Crisp, so yummy.
Ooh, that'd be good. Smirnoff. Doesn't that have like some alcohol in it? Like some, oh, what happened to the truck?
Welcome to the Tommy
They actually
Temper
took
Show.
off.
Would you please take a second
see
to
what's
hit that
going on
thumbs
there.
up?
So, you know what? Maybe they're not going to cut the whole tree down. Maybe
So,
that's
good.
all they are doing is they cut those branches down and that's it. Because those are the branches. Well, let's see. I'll have to go out there and see.
It's almost
But
1
definitely they
p.m.
cut
here,
down the
Tommy.
branches that were hitting my house, right? So that was what the whole deal was for. But no, they should cut more down. So I don't know what's going to go on here. I think that they might come back.
Treegate 2024.
Because I'm actually looking out my other window over here and I'm seeing some branches that are really close to my house. So
This is Diddy Freak Off Music.
Might still be touching my house.
Please give the squirrels another can of Dinty Moore stew.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go out there and take a look. Okay, I'll be right back.
I think that is all she wrote, Tommy. Tree branches violating Tommy's sovereignty. Tyson.
Well, okay. I went out and took a look, and it appears like there's no branches actually touching my house now. Although there's still branches close that I would have cut off more if it was me. But you know, I'm not I'm not the guy doing the job.
It's called limbing a tree, JS. Peanuts for squirrels, you all.
Yeah, we limb the tree. They limb the tree out there.
Is it true?
As far as I'm
low
concerned,
flood
it's not really
country
touching
cause
my
of
house
Diddy
anymore.
Case?
It's away
Hi,
from
MT.
me. It brings more light in the window here, which is good for my podcast. Get more light in here.
Branches are
Although
close, but not
the
touching. Roger that.
Squirrel will have to find a different way up to the bird feeder. So we'll see what happens. There's the mailman down there.
Tommy is that sliver of Grasstown property.
Yeah, that's city property. Boulevard right there. Right here. Right from here.
Go give
to
him
here.
$50, Tommy, and ask him to
This
cut a
city
few
property.
more.
See, generally speaking, you got from the curb, which is right here, to the city sidewalk is city property, and then right after the city property, that's when it's your property. But there is a little sliver of land. Like if you look across the street, you see across the street there where the fence is? The fence is actually where the property line is. So you see there's a little bit of grass, sidewalk, and a little more grass, and then
Are
you
you
get to the
responsible
actual
for
guy's
cutting
property.
that grass?
So if you look at here where this tree is, there is a little bit of grass. There's sidewalk, a little bit of grass, and then the tree. You can't really see that, but that's what's there. So that's where the city says, oh yeah, well, that tree's on the other guy's property and not mine. So at the end of the day, I'm responsible for cutting that grass. Yeah. Whatever's in front of your property, in front of your house, and you're responsible to shovel the snow and keep the sidewalk clear. Whatever, sweep the sidewalk in the springtime and keep the snow off of it all winter, and ice, snow and ice.
Do you have to keep sidewalk clean from snow?
If somebody slips and falls on that city sidewalk in front of your property in the winter, they can sue you and they will win. If it was your fault that you didn't look after ice, for example, and let's say they slipped and fell on ice.
Same here, or big fine.
Yeah, and that's where you have to have insurance, so that if something like that does happen, well, then you go, well, okay, your insurance company will look after that.
Tommy is the only guy in Canada that lives in a 2-story trailer.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I live in a 2-story trailer. Yeah, exactly. Well, I've got a balcony up here it's on the second level, and you can see that. That's what we're looking at, is that balcony. And that tree that they took down is right there. So you can see it's looking a lot more sparse. And if I was to look out here, so you can see, well, how does my deck look now? Okay, let's get back to our usual thingamajiggy here.
Crow's gonna be mad. I thought Canadians call it a veranda.
Yeah, veranda. This little tripod that I have here is just a piece of junk. And I think that I bent it or something there. Trying to get this thing right here. Hang on a second. Let me get this set up right here.
Tommy, do the birds get special meals for the holidays? FOMO, only the Southern Canadians.
It's hard to get this thing set up right here. There we go.
Verandas are usually at ground level, balconies on upper levels. The birds are special meals for holidays. Oh, I see, okay. Is that a buffet left out for the birds?
Yeah, that's a buffet for the birds out there right now.
FOMO, Floridians call their back patio a veranda.
But that one branch that they cut down ended up on the bird
Mossad
bath.
at Christmas, the birds get standing rib roast.
And I'm going to have to go out there and blow all the debris off the deck, because that's an awful lot of garbage up there on the deck. So I'm going to have to go out there and do that.
Tommy, you got a heater for the baths?
I do. Well, actually not for both of them, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to I have like a dog dish that's heated, and I put the dog dish in the bird bath and then plug it in, and then we'll have water out there all winter. It'll be like 30 below, but it will still be water that the birds can drink. They just better not fall in the water, otherwise they're frozen when they come out. So definitely have a little more view.
I've packed away. It's a dope, thrifty find. I'm sure it's the jacket for this chapter. It's cooler than your jacket, and been a while since I had room to grow in XL.
You can see that there's more view now. There's those branches are cut down that were kind of hanging over that area there now. So there's more light on that area. That's what I see. Even where I'm sitting here. So that's a good thing. And yeah, I don't think they are cutting that whole tree down like he said. When he said, oh yeah, I can...
That's a great idea with the heated dog dish in the water.
I think I was just getting BS'd on that one. Yeah, MT native. Yeah, that's the way to do it. I was at one of the you know, like a co-op store, implement type stores. That's where I got that dog dish. Well, I don't even know if it's a dog dish, but
yes,
it's a heated bowl.
Yes, a chick across street through windows.
It might be like for chickens or something like that. You know what I mean? From like a farm implement type place. He got me. He got me. I don't know if I'm going to live, but the stick is like, it pierced me. I'm not feeling great.
Nothing like an electric appliance sitting in the bird bathtub to keep them on their toes.
It's like throwing a plug-in radio in your bathtub.
I have heated dog dishes, never thought of doing that.
Yeah, well, it was a... it looks like a dog dish, effectively. But like I said, you can buy them in a farming type of a place.
LOL.
And I don't know exactly
Trudeau
what it's
poised
sold
Tommy.
for. I know, I feel like I'm... like somebody stabbed me with a stick. Poked me with a stick. Yeah, you guys, all you do all day long is you poke me with a stick all day long. And this is how I feel.
I can't believe 67 people are watching this, LOL.
Yeah. Well, you know, how often do I get poked with a stick? Pretty much every day.
LOL,
this is the
Rex.
only time that it's visually, the representation is there. But I feel like this every day. It's like poke, 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 poke.
He is literally doing nothing. Put a toaster in there. Pierre Poilievre live https www.youtube.com live MC904W1CSSIAFMPFP46 IMOJ8S.
Let's
Slap
check
the
that one
police
out.
or
I like
someone
that,
from
Frosty.
Canada will abuse their
Apparently
wrench.
videotaped
At least
mutilating a
Brett
human
puts on a
body
huge hilarious
on a
performance.
crucifix and subsequently making that person a citizen. These kinds of reckless policies and the
Ghostbusters
actions
2
of this
Dancing
government,
Toaster.
the refusal to condemn these remarks. Just yesterday, the Minister of Foreign Affairs did something unbelievable on the floor of the House of Commons. I read the genocidal
Stinky Q
comments
acts
that have
like
been
a
made
clown.
by these radical mobs. And I said, would you just condemn it? From the river to the sea. She wouldn't condemn that.
No.
Israel
Brett,
will soon
that's
be gone.
interesting that
She
you
wouldn't condemn that.
dropped this link.
There's only one solution, intifada, revolution. She wouldn't condemn that. She wouldn't even affirm Israel's right to retaliate against other countries attacking it. She should apologize. A foreign affairs minister in Canada should find it very easy to condemn those kinds of remarks, but she didn't because she's pandering politically, which is what Justin Trudeau has been doing for the last 9 years. Today, we see that on our streets, the organization Samadoun, which is a front for the PFLP, has been fomenting these violent and horrific protests and mob actions. This organization is a front for an already banned terrorist group, and it is an offense under Section 83.5 of the Criminal Code, as enacted by the Anti-Terrorism Act, to knowingly act on behalf of, at the direction of, or in association with a terrorist entity. Specifically, Samadoun's founder, Khalid Barakat, has been described by the Israeli government as a high-ranking member of the PFLP. The PFLP has been placed on the list of banned Canadian terrorist entities for 20 years. In 2021, the Israeli Ministry of National Defense designated Samadoun as an organization that is a subsidiary of the PFLP. Germany banned the Samadoun, saying that it served as an international network which disseminates anti-Israel and anti-Jewish propaganda and supported and glorified various foreign terrorist organizations, including Hamas. Samadoun's leadership was deported from Germany, refused entry into the EU in 2022, and both times they were returned and, of course, welcomed to Canada. In 2019, PayPal, DonorBox, and Plaid shut out online donations to Samadoun due to its alleged links to the PFLP, following an incident in June where the PFLP issued an official statement of gratitude to Samadoun for its support of its prisoners. And Samadoun's Canadian leader, Charlotte Cates, has traveled to Iran and appeared on state TV, where she described Hamas's actions of October 7th as brave and heroic. Her organization has gone on to make numerous glorifications of October the 7th, specifically saying, this was what she said, her group said yesterday, long live October 7th. October 7th, the inception of the Al-Aqsa flood, the day that made clear to the world that Palestinian people and their armed resistance can and will liberate Palestine. And that the entire region will be free of Zionism and imperialism. The great flood toward liberation.
House of Commons,
on October 7th, 2023, Mohammed Deif, commander of the Al-Qassam brigades and the Palestinian resistance, said, "Today, the people reclaim their revolution, correct their path, and return to the march and return to the march of return." And finally, yesterday, the organization chanted in our streets, in Canadian streets, "Death to Canada, death to the United States, and death to Israel." So this is a terrorist organization.
Well, that's not good.
Conservatives are
I don't like
calling
to
for
hear
the
death
government
to Canada
under Section 83.03 of the Criminal Code to ban Samadoun now. And let's bring home safety and security.
Samadoun. What
and
the heck is
peace to our
Samadoun?
streets. Let's unify our
Never heard of
people.
Samadoun
Let's
before now.
end the crime by locking up the dangerous, repeat offenders.
Now we have one
Let's
more
secure
thing to
our
have to
borders. Let's keep terrorists
learn
out of our
about.
country. And let's stand up for what's right once again. Stand with our allies against terrorism and for decency. Let's bring home the country that we knew and still love.
Well, he doesn't like
À propos des demandes de documents
you know,
que vous avez préparées en chambre.
the Palestinians
Même
out
les
in
gens
the
de
streets of
GRC
Canada
disent, on
shouting,
n'en a pas besoin.
you know, death
Est-ce
to Canada,
que
whatever,
ça
you know,
serait pas
that
le
kind of
moment d'envoyer
stuff.
tout ça
That's
à
what,
Brock?
you know, like let's face it, it's gone a little bit out of hand.
C'est pas clair
And-
ce que vous dites.
and you know,
Moi, je
where
crois que
people-
si le GRC n'en a pas besoin, ils peuvent
where people, you know what's going on and have us, you know, like put it this way, you can't treat certain people differently than other people. So, for example, if you prevent me from saying things, well, you should prevent everyone from saying those things. And you can't let some people get away with it and other people not get away with it. So I think that's what he's basically saying here. And then he's going into fermer le jaca and all the rest of that French talk, so whatever the hell that is. I have no idea.
84
And I really don't care.
incidents de conflit d'intérêts. Donc, le
It's only
gouvernement
French
devrait simplement
and,
fournir les documents.
And, you know, why would you make Canada dual language and then not teach me both languages? You know, like, come on, government, what's the matter with you?
Dans le discours haineux, le Bloc québécois fait un projet de loi là, pour enlever ça, pour que des
How can I be
discours
dual language and I don't
pardon,
even speak
antisémites
one of the two
ne
languages
pourraient
that
pas
I
tomber
apparently
dans l'exception religieuse de la
Canadian, so
loi du
I'm
code
a
criminel.
dual language Canadian.
Notre lecture dit que
Je ne sais pas.
les propos haineux qui font appel à la violence n'ont pas accès
Je ne
à
sais pas.
l'exception dont vous parlez. Donc, ma lecture, je ne suis pas évidemment un avocat, mais ma lecture, c'est que les policiers devraient arrêter ceux et celles qui font appel à la violence, même si ces personnes-là utilisent la religion comme étant leur défense. Et à ce que je comprenne, la loi actuelle permet aux policiers de la faire. Donc, c'est ça que je dis. Les policiers et les couronnes provinciaux
Ken is going
devraient
live now.
mettre des allégations, porter des allégations formelles.
Si on comprend bien,
Oh, no, now it's not all going to be in French.
Israel proactively defending itself by hitting Iran's nuclear sites, which is something that President Joe Biden does not endorse. Do you not feel like this could lead to a likelihood of an all-out conventional war between Iran and Israel? And do you not agree with Joe Biden and his assessment?
I think the idea of allowing
Do not agree with Biden.
genocidal, theocratic, unstable dictatorship that is desperate to avoid being overthrown by its own people to develop nuclear weapons is about the most dangerous and irresponsible thing that the world could ever allow. And if Israel were to stop that genocidal, theocratic, unstable government from acquiring nuclear weapons, it would be a gift by the Jewish state to humanity.
Earlier today, Christian Freeland said that she'd be willing to work with
he doesn't like
conservatives passing
Iran
legislation
nuclear
referencing back during
capability.
COVID, where the two parties work together. Are there any priorities which you actually share with the Liberals where you could see the two parties working together to pass something?
What do you think? You seen anything good they're doing lately? By the way, I was very rude. I have an incredible team here. I want to point them out here. We have Don Stewart, who's been fighting against the crime, fighting to defend the Jewish community against anti-Semitism, a great businessman who understands how we can fix the budget.
Because
we have
I couldn't
Raquel
drag
Dancho,
myself to
who has
these kind of
been,
events
fighting
to
for
do a speech,
safe streets,
honestly.
as our lead on matters of public safety, and a great voice for Manitoba. We have our great heroine and deputy leader, Melissa Lanceman, who, in addition to doing a terrific job in all of her roles, she helped this guy put his kippah on properly so it didn't fall off yesterday. So thank you for that. And she is leading the charge on literally every single file. And then we have, of course, Marty Morantz, a member of Parliament and Associate Finance Shadow Minister, who was the very first. I know all of you have been giving me credit for pointing out inflation would follow money printing. It was actually Marty Morantz. So please give Marty a round of applause, everybody.
Never heard of Marty.
Well, you're asking me on, look, what is doubled the debt? They doubled housing costs. They've given us the worst inflation in 40 years. They would have to reverse. They have to do exactly the opposite of everything they've done to fix all the problems that they've caused. What I'm saying is, let's axe the carbon tax to bring down gas, heat, and groceries rather than quadrupling the tax to 61 cents a litre. I would work with her on axing the carbon tax. I would allow her to take my private member's bill that will build the homes by removing bureaucracy to get building. I would allow the government to take my entire plan to cap government spending with a dollar-for-dollar law to bring down the deficit, inflation, and interest rates. And I would allow them to take my plan to stop the crime with jail, not bail, stronger borders, and not banning hunting rifles, and treatment rather than unsafe supply, so we can bring our loved ones home drug-free. So take those.
Axe attacks.
No, but take that.
Axe the tax.
No, but I'm just finishing the question. If you take those ideas, axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime, to Chrystia Freeland, let me know what she says.
That's right.
Until this current debate is dispensed with. So why not just agree to send it to the committee like the Speaker has suggested? The RCMP says it already has some of these documents. Why continue to buy the government more time with keeping the House of Commons in stasis? You can't bring up your confidence motions.
It's been months now since the Auditor General revealed a $400 million spending scandal involving 186 incidences of conflict of interest where Liberal appointees gave tax dollars to their own companies. $400 million is a lot of money for the single moms who can't afford groceries, the seniors who can't afford rent. We're not just going to let $400 million of corruption be swept under the rug so Justin Trudeau can get on with his day. So we say, let's end this now. Let's get Parliament back to work by handing over the documents to the police so we can bring home the
you know, that kind of thing. Oh, I don't know what happened to the feed here. Not even sure where this feed is coming from either, but let's axe that tax. Just hang on a second here. Let me see what's going on here. Where is this feed coming from? By the way, I don't know what's with this. Here we go. Oh, this is Pierre Polivier. This is from his own YouTube channel here too. So I'm not sure what happened there, but I guess he went down. So we can bring the chat back up again here and see what the chat has to say. Let's go. Chat, you're back in here. And
if walls brick don't work, why build a fence? Body blue raised arms.
I know we had Ant was another one that you mentioned. Stand by. See what Ant is up to here today. Play Brett's performance. Yeah, but Brett was ragging on Wizzy. I know, I heard that. You know, which, you know, everyone has their own allegiance, you know, their own side, whatever, that they're like part of or that they support. And you can't expect everyone to support everything. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This was our good friend.
Scumish, she s very nice. She was my favorite neighbor. Wizzy 1T mind, he loved it. Walls work if you electrify them, except for in Jurassic Park. I hadn't seen Ant in a long time. Oh, hey, good morning. What did Wizzy do?
This is LC. What the hell happened to LC?
LOL.
He went to
sat
kick.
there smiling. Betty White, that's cool. It can go either way.
He's
it
been
seems.
taken over by Kick. This is LC. You guys know LC, Lincoln Kane. So I don't know what happened to his show, but
he sounds drunk.
It's kind of gone to hell in a handbag.
And they both hate me. Kind of Pam is my ex.
Streamed live 2 hours ago. So this is him 2 hours ago.
Yeah, Rodney.
Is he still alive?
LC went to Kick and shaved his head the other night for content.
Listen.
I think Mossad and Gra are cool too. Ryan Hall all live stating that Hurricane Milton will reach a Cat 5 https www.youtube.com live GQC or 1Z Joe FOSIWVQ TITVCAN RC3 Viz. Wow, he looks terrible. No, play the other drunk Tommy. It's all Wizzy could do since Tori
the other one. Which
him.
one is that?
Scum in New Orleans is a gumbo of people. It's such a great place.
Play the other drunk.
Oh. Can't understand him. He sounds drunk. Breaking Bad LC.
Breaking
he was gonna
Bad,
get
yeah,
naked.
Tyson. Yeah, that's about it. You know, that's not me. That's not me. I don't like getting so inebriated or so whatever out of it and then getting online to video you being out of shape, whatever. In fact, I don't even like to be on
too many
late
drunks
at night,
to catch up with.
And I will accidentally fall asleep.
Tyson wins comment of day
online. I really don't even want to do that. You know, I'm afraid
there are
of falling
so many.
asleep
How
online.
could you choose just one?
Because it's so bad. It makes you look so bad, eh? And I just don't want to come across as somebody that's like
K9,
falls
what
asleep
LOL,
on the
no
stream,
way.
whatever.
I like
Gets so
LC
inebriated
haircut.
that he doesn't know what he's doing. So yeah, it's a tough one. But that looks like it needs some cleanup out there. And the deck itself has branches and sawdust and everything all over the place. And the gutters are going to somehow need some kind of cleaning out. So, yeah, it's going to be wild. It's going to be a wild time. And wet hair.
Hypothetical: if you were captured and tortured by the enemy and they gave you a choice, have listened to ants or Lady Boa laughing and giggling, who do you pick? And can't choose unaliving. Yeah, then he went off. Think Shunny might have shut him down. I'm with Jameson and G by default cause rich lesbians scare me. I like it too. I think it looks better than hanging on each side. Christy B. To late Tommy, you're famous. Hire an immigrant, Tommy. Betty.
Hire an immigrant. Oh, the lore of DOA.
Warning from Northern California. K9, please, not good.
Expansion of the surveillance state.
Oh, it doesn't look good, though. Ant's story is, I can put it on here. I'll show you. Here's Ant.
And there's under mild duress.
We saw predictive policing, we saw suspicious activity reporting, which is such a pseudoscience and completely, and the most importantly, which
what the heck is this all about? Live Los Angeles Police Commission.
15, 20 years
so that's what he's up
the
to.
Codification of behavioral surveillance. Behavioral surveillance was
commission.
there, but then it became codified.
What is going on with Ant?
Reasonably indicative of pre-operational planning.
Well, you know how he's always getting in trouble with the cops.
That we have seen.
So now he's doing a
And then,
video at the police commission.
Follow Jim McDonald's going to Long Beach. We
So
saw exactly the same wave of violence, the same wave which we
Maybe
saw.
he's going to stand up and
how,
complain to the commission.
More recently, how these programs come to fruition.
Oh,
much
is that
after
that woman?
So that's the kind of
That complains with that?
But I think we also need to see that why did Karen
In front of the Scientology?
Because
I
Get
don't know.
leaf guard Tommy Home
she needs
Depot.
somebody to carry on the policing the way she sees the city
Yeah,
to be run.
I need leaf
and
guard.
we can only see over the last 2 or 3 years of her decisions. Number one, the secret police. How Karen Bass came after Stop LAPD Spying Coalition when we published that website.
Okay, well, this is not even interesting at all.
Minitifa got really big.
That wasn't even interesting. But let's see what else is interesting, because where there's something not that interesting, there will be something interesting. Oh, what is this? The ass clown can't answer
agree.
a single policy
Tommy, do Canada
question.
vets get Home Depot discount?
They're asking the policies of what she's going to do, and she's giving another fucking soliloquy about a story. Yeah, real human beings. Answer the fucking question and give us a fucking policy on what you're going to do about FEMA being short millions of dollars as we have another hurricane barreling towards the United States.
With no
Brett S. rejection coping last
People
night
are
was
pissed off.
interesting.
Yeah, and you're going to offer loans as you give Lebanon billions of dollars.
Dean Wall left an Ecuadorian prison after his botched bottom surgery.
See, here you go. Just,
I fear that he really lacks empathy.
Uh-oh, the view.
Answer the fucking policy question, you bitch.
It's being reported
What
an
are you
estimated
gonna
1
do
million
different?
people told to evacuate Florida.
To beat people
Cam,
down,
I
it's to
missed it.
lift
Can you
people
give us the
up.
cliff
Oh,
notes?
she just won't answer the. She refuses to answer the question. Listen to the people clap. So they're asking.
Yeah, that's it. See, people are pissed off. She's on The View,
Mandatory
the
or
lefty, the
voluntary?
most lefty program in the world, with what's her name, the black
All lies
Whoopi
from the right.
Goldberg, who's like, oh my God, Whoopi Goldberg. Why people would even watch her, I have no idea. I don't even know. Is she still on that show, The View, Whoopi, or did she get kicked off? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. She was on The View, and apparently she was asked some questions, and she didn't do a really good job of answering.
So, Brett,
It's
what do
called
you think
dodgeball.
about burning Canadian flags like your friends were doing in Vancouver yesterday? Tommy, does Canada celebrate
Dodgeball.
Taco Tuesday?
Wow.
Who watches The
We
View?
don't want to burn flags
Mandatory
anywhere.
Mossad. Brett, that's what people do when a Cat 5 storm is coming. FEMA was on the ground before the storm hit. Google what the mayor of Tampa said: if you stay you will die. That was messed up to hear. Why not add chaos in Florida? Damn mama, not cool. Hey Betty GTSY smiling
Yeah,
face
what's
with
going
hearts.
on with the Freedom Convoy?
Whoopi is moving
There's
to
something.
Canada.
News.
Maybe you should research this stuff. I don't agree with mandatory. Free Holies Friday Mossad. These are man-made hurricanes. Florida keeps it real. Convoy is SUA 2022 Tommy. Wahahaha
Oh
and be
no,
right,
there's
right.
another drag queen. There's another drag queen.
Not everyone listens and they don't force, but no help till all over and hard to say when can get to Yamosad. Usually there is a lot of sitting involved with a convoy.
Child-friendly drag event.
What convey?
Oh, isn't that nice?
Well, Gov DeSantis told her this morning at NT about you, Kamala. I got better things
so that
to
she
do.
Understands that
Drag queen event in Wetaskiwin.
Having
party
guys,
through peanuts.
The little girl is understanding that having guys throw
Man-made
money at her
hurricanes,
could
LOL.
be a future.
You're not until Tella throws you a mandatory. WTF is that?
Employment.
Frosty, they told my niece not to evacuate and she's right in the path. They said unless you're disabled or elderly, stay put, hope it works out. So last summer. I understand Mama just don't like mandatory stuff after Jabwa flu. Mama Red, hello dear,
sad.
Always a pleasure to see you. Yes, he did, Betty.
Sad stuff out there.
Sick fucks. Mommy, why is Daddy being mommy again?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here was
Brett
the other
and
one,
Wizzy
too.
From yesterday. Mama Red, it was a great comment. I get it and definitely don't agree on that jab forced Mossad.
This is stunt drivers illegally shut down Highway 401, Toronto. This is what was going on there. They were shooting off fireworks. They were burning, doing burnouts,
that
donuts,
makes me
stuff
want
like
to
that.
vomit.
So yeah, some stuff like this has been going on there around
Yes,
Toronto.
I thought so too, Betty. Yes, not good for children's
Fireworks,
mental
donuts.
health. That behavior wouldn't fly in Gaza. My friend in Florida called all the way to Georgia for a hotel and all packed and gas running out at stations.
There you go. And God bless the Canadian convoy. Oh, hang on. That was the wrong song.
NT native that doesn't sound right. My son had to
That's
evacuate.
what I was looking for.
I won't even get flu shots anymore after the whole pandemic. No birds
Can't
today.
play the wrong song.
A message from the Government of Canada.
Yeah. The convoy won.
You can't touch this.
Aha.
You can't touch this.
No birds today. Well, what happened today, Anne, is that the tree cutters came down and they cut down the tree. Well, not all the tree. The tree is still there. You can see the tree on the left-hand
I keep
side.
40 gallons in garage as backup and rotate through them to keep it fresh.
The tree cutters came out and cut all the big branches off the
Smelled
tree.
Laura's Jeep. I
So
didn't
now that
know
scared all
theater
the
was a
birds
convey.
away. Well, except
Good
for the
idea, Mossad.
sparrow,
Christy B, did
which
you
is,
see
you
the
can
price gouging on hotels in Georgia? It should be against the law, imho.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens, though, when you get supply and demand. Supply and demand.
Everyone
no hotel
calm
rooms.
down
People
once all
start
the
jacking
women
them.
turn
It's
to
not,
men and
not
the men
right.
turn into women. Balance will be restored.
You wish that people
We're
wouldn't do
laying
that.
mire
but
at he sa
people
Claude.
do.
Grifters gonna grift.
Yeah. You know, and things are expensive as they are already, and then they start jacking
Kamala
them
live
because
on
of
Howard Stern talking
shortages.
bullshit again. Christy,
That's
I'm
terrible.
loco. Have lots of things stocked here and the bug out acreage. Yes, I heard, but I would get far as I could and sleep in my car if I have to. Hey Mina. Kamala is going to lose bad. Prepared Mossad. Some rat I don't know sock. That doesn't sound right at all, and they're giving rides out of there, but better do it ASAP. Will be too late. MT native. Lion, not if it's fixed. Bystander today, she's making the rounds. Yup, live since 1 p.m. est. Over under, think my shrink will be 5 minutes tops. Unfortunately, hotels and gas always a problem in hurricanes. Hi bystander. Canada was smart not to let Howard Stern in. U.S. Department of State live with briefing https www.youtube.com live frnkz olopk sijlyfomqw8mf.
With Harris?
Never mind weather disasters, she's got TV and shows podcasts to do. Thanks bystander.
Yeah, I thought they were getting together.
Hey K9 Gaming.
For some kind of an interview.
Tommy,
there.
will you play some of Angie's viral TikTok coverage of the hurricane damage? She's showing the truth, but I don't have TikTok, so I can't view it. Praxis to align with peer groups and forget the emo to build. Plandemic should be a big wake up about stocking up. I didn't run out of anything. Mama, yet they went from 99 a night to over 700 per night. Some people have no hearts. JS. Cam. Prep all you want when your house is 10 feet underwater, then what? K9, what is Banshee's channel? You know Wendy.
Okay, let's take a look at that weather.
I'm not that tip me and Red Mama rebuild my boat in our bodies and minds post propping and ungrateful hoe up.
Here
yes,
we see
and
the
so wrong
hurricane.
MT native.
And I don't know how old this is, but
MT native, that should be reported. It can be stopped immediately. I will never be Praxis, I'm Rambo. I bet Harris will cuss on the Stern show. https www.youtube.com outback wendalls. I was told airports swamped. I think those poor people should be able to show Florida resident and fly for free to get out unexpectedly. I'm putting that Euro-fecket stuff to the side more and more. Weird Democrats run such a horrible candidate. Betty, how I'll look into it if I can find a way to do it. Tommy talking to Q. I got a hella boat in Fort Pierce, Agees. Is it going to rain? You wanted Q https YouTube ad 3zqdmlna. MT native, call a local TV station or radio station, they'll cover it. County city should have a line for that, usually do during hurricanes, but I don't know about GA, just FLMT native. It's an option. I heard she mean ASF too and don't want my D. Good idea, Betty. I own St. Lucie County. Will Cheeks save Florida?
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
JLR investigates live in Florida. HTTPS www.youtube.com live SX8 UGR3 WMAQ SIK8TW2B 4X MIB1 LFCM. Betty Gotcha THX.
So that was
Praxis owns stock in AEW. I would even be watched by family if I went to prison there. Yeah, Mama read the governor should have a holiness number to call. UNO.
Let's see what's going on with this disaster misinformation, disinformation. Let's hear from Harris.
President, Governor DeSantis, NBC is reporting Governor DeSantis is ignoring your calls on hurricanes, resources, and help. How does that hurt the situation here?
You know, moments of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone who calls themselves a leader.
Cheeks single-handed saved Tennessee, just asked her. They won't do anything to show their tail feathers for us, bro. They do in County for sure, but I don't know about Gov office. I think they would, Betty. Trust me, I tried.
And it is about political gamesmanship instead of doing the job that you took an oath to do, which is to put the people first.
Oh boy. She's calling out DeSantis for whatever reason there. I'm not sure what the deal is there, but there's obviously something between federal money and state and the state leaders where they're not getting along all that well. Apparently there's a lack of federal money. Who knew?
Or not of. He called her out too, Tommy. Holiness, I typed hotline. Tommy burning the Canadian flag. HTTPS XCOM I status 1843627845870071896. They have all dropped the ball on these hurricanes. JS more worried about politics than anything. LOL, Betty. I tried to make Claudio wear black and red stockings to court for Alexander. Just
hang on, let's listen to DeSantis on this issue.
Well, I think she should look in the mirror. We've been on an emergency footing for 2 weeks straight, round the clock, 24/7. We've been working, my office, our Division of Emergency Management, helping people prepare for Hurricane Helene, helping effectuate rescues of people after Hurricane Helene, helping people pick up the pieces of their lives after Helene, and then have to also turn around and prepare for major impacts and maybe even more impacts from Hurricane Milton, be able to have rescue personnel ready to help people, and then, of course, help with the power restoration, all these things to do. So that's been my sole focus. My focus has not been on dealing with Kamala Harris. I saw the news report. I didn't know she tried to contact me. But I'd also say it's not about you, Kamala. Right. It's about the people of Florida. My focus is exactly where it should be. And I can tell you this. I've worked on these hurricanes under both President Trump and President Biden. Neither of them ever tried to politicize it. She has never called on any of the storms we've had since she's been vice president until apparently now. Why all of a sudden is she trying to parachute in and inject herself when she's never shown any interest in the past? We know it's because of politics. We know it's because of her campaign. I have zero time to entertain
Not
these
good,
political
Kamala.
games. We're going to continue to do what we need to do to prepare and respond to what may be one of the most damaging storms in the history of the United States. So she says focusing on protecting your people is selfish. I think she ought to look in the mirror.
Wow.
Well, I think she...
Very telling. Okay, so that's DeSantis, Florida. We can see giving Kamala a little bit of a tongue lashing.
No. The foreign invasion is much more important. If Gov DeSantis knew about it, he'd stop it. Praxis, is it true you got sparklers pregnant? I don't ask these bitches for shit now. The femboys are way more reliable. Kamala, it's for the people. Christy B. HTTPS YouTube.com Outback Wendell's SIZDD 4C9ZLTJANs do you. Thank you, sir. Fox still has the hot chick thing going. ICRIP Murdoch. Welcome.
Eastern,
well, VP Harris,
USA,
you are not in the
let's check
chain
and
of
see if we
command.
can
Stay in your damn lane.
See how the
She
storm
is going
is
to
here.
go down bad. Kamala said there was moments in the debate that were surreal. Bitch, you were drunk. That whole debate was surreal. Is he talking about Camilla or Angie? That's a man in charge. It's a phone call. I can't stand Harris.
Okay, you can see what's coming up our way. Now, you can barely see it coming up on your left there. The big one is on your left. You can see where it is right now. You've got some stuff bearing down on Florida. You can see some stuff has gone through Florida right here. But over on the left side of your screen is just kind of coming onto the screen is what everyone is going to be worried about. So it's just starting to hit Florida there right now. Should be interesting. Hey, Mama Red, good to see you. Big ups to you. And B says, I can't stand Harris. Yeah. Ash Cheek Angie. Come on. Let's get rid of that
stop mocking
name
anyone trying to help
There's
out,
a mod
life
in
would
there.
be happier. And this is all government controlled, whether sick isn't it.
We don't want to see any bad mouthing of anybody in the chat. So if there's any screen names that are offensive,
Hey Tommy,
if
hope
there's a
things
mod
been
that
well, Yahweh.
wants to hide those, yeah. Especially
Cheeks
this
is
one.
parked in a boat to turn the
That
storm.
one I don't like. I like to be friends with everyone, including Angie. So to see somebody come in here and to use a screen name like that, it's kind of offensive. Angie wouldn't like that, and you wouldn't like it either if you were Angie. Now somebody's gonna say, "Oh well, somebody deserves it" or whatever. No, nobody
The
deserves
holographic
that kind of crap.
sky is free. Wow.
Six, 60 Minutes just ended Kamala Harris's campaign.
They say that the reason so many voters
let's
don't
actually
know you
hear this.
is
Let's
that you
see
have
what's going on
changed
with
your
this.
position on so many things. You were against fracking, now you're for it. You supported looser immigration policies, now
I'm
you're
really
tightening them up.
disappointed
You
how
were for
both
Medicare
sides
for
have
all.
handled the
Now you're not.
hurricanes.
So many that people don't truly know what you believe or what you stand for.
I believe in building consensus. We are a diverse people, geographically, regionally, in terms of where we are in our backgrounds. And what the American people do want is that we have leaders who can build consensus, where we can figure out compromise and understand it's not a bad thing, as long as you don't compromise your values, to find common sense solutions. And that has been my approach.
What? 60 Minutes just ended Kamala Harris's campaign.
Wow. Okay. So, the problem with Kamala is that whenever she's asked a question, she either just plain diverts to something else completely, or she comes up with some kind of a word salad that at the end of the day is pretty much meaningless, and people are left there with their mouth open trying to figure out what it is that she just said. But, yeah.
And today we got report from the Financial Times that Kiev is negotiating behind closed doors a peace.
60 Minutes just
Hang on. Let me shut that down. Bring this one here on. see what else we can come up here with the. Oh, here on the two. This is actually interesting here. Here, if you can see the differences here between Katrina, which you know how bad the Katrina was, right? And you can see what Katrina looked like. There's Katrina. But look at Helene. Look at how much bigger Helene was. And again, Category 3, 125 winds, diameter 400 miles, wind 230 miles. Helene, Category 4, 140 max winds, diameter 822 miles, wind field 370 miles. So, yeah, definitely a lot bigger. Wow. So yeah, that's going to be kind of probably the big one here. Of the century, pretty much. And the one coming up is not going to be as big. It didn't look to be as big, but it looked kind of like a bunch of different pieces strung out. So I don't know. And is it what we call climate change? Is this climate hysteria, climate catastrophe? Is that what this is all about? Is that what we can blame this on? Or is it just
only the chosen get to smoke this heart and Q over triangles and weather? She is a complete liar. Yada yada. We are so lucky. Harris. Answer the question, Harris. Hi. Yes indeed, Tommy. Exactly like the Canadian lefties' total lies. Dumb woman. What day is Trump going on 60 Minutes? You like Division L lion roars. She grew up in a middle-class neighborhood in Toronto with a nice lawn. When will Mina grow a real pepper patch? She grew up in a middle-class family and the people were proud of their lawns. I like intelligence, I know way more than you do. It feels awful, New Yorker-zine. And B, get your head checked. Way more sure you do, LOL. Haven T, you changed some of your political
Florida.
Beliefs, I have.
This is what we
In
saw
November,
on the side
we can
of the
talk
screen
again.
there. This is a bigger shot
Peter,
of it.
stop cheating off my keyboard. No, it's government with the Urdu weapon. Way more. Right.
This looks pretty scary.
A big giant fan in the sky makes hurricanes spin. Sure, Maxime, keep telling yourself that. Not Maxime, but okay, I will. Russell Brand is covering it too on Rumble. Butterflies are you still in Costa? Wow, you get your head checked. Hello from Ground Zero, LOL. Yes, MT native. I feel sorry for the people.
It's crazy. Let's hear what they have to say about it.
And
here.
y'all know that there's this hurricane that's about to come down here. I want to show you what the water is already doing, and we're what, days away from this? Look at this. It's already up on the sidewalks. That water is usually way lower. There's a good indication by that bench. You see that? I'm not a conspiracy guy, but I would be lying to you if I said that in my heart and in my spirit, things just don't feel right. Walking into the grocery stores, being around people right now, you can just feel it, man. It just feels tense. You can tell right now that people are having a hard time being at peace and feeling comfort when Helene just ripped through Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, and people are still cleaning up and trying to gather themselves with what just happened. And I think what really gets you is the fear of the unknown and the unexpected. I think for us in Florida, what is kind of our weakness is that we go through this year after year. We see hurricane after hurricane, season after season. And so for us, sometimes it's just like, well, this is just another hurricane, just another storm. We'll ride it out. For Floridians, it's like, this is what we do. We ride these storms out. But I don't know, man. Something's different about this year. So I guess from here, we
Interesting. Interesting. Something seems weird, the Floridians are saying. this year. Well, yeah, that's because you're being brainwashed by all the mainstream media so much and to thinking that it's climate catastrophe and the world is going to end and that, oh no, yeah. Things are bad. Are they worse than they used to be? I don't know. Not for me where I am here. Maybe they are in some places in the world, but you know, that's just the way it is.
Betty, I think you were typing the same time as me. Butte flies cool. LOL, Peter, you cheated. Co-opting the sticker store would be dangerous if Block didn't grant everyone impunity till J6. There's going to be so many more deaths. ESP Betty. Indeed, Peter. Block might need a sticker store, it would matter then. It's communal and always will be, remember that. Every DSA office is my office too. Trump is responsible for the great divide in our country. He continues to perpetuate lies, and some are fantastical lies.
Here
These
you can
hurricanes
see
were all
everyone
planned,
leaving.
ISNT it. For real, butterflies
Leaving
are
Florida.
free. Exactly, the rivers were high before Hurricane Helene, and NCTNFL does have higher too. It's like they're stirring water certain ways now, seems like that in many places. JLR seems to be doing good from the hurricane.
Carrie's musing.
So bad you couldn't go outside. Yet I'm here stuck, but I'm on high ground and a long way from the beach.
Good, Carrie. I hope you make out okay. Yeah, but even on high ground, you can be hit with wind, wind that can shear off roofs and down trees and all kind of stuff like that.
The problem is that people watch things, but Twitter X, where the real news comes out, if you get it from anywhere else, it is BS.
With the ocean water.
Tried to leave, but it's like you see. Be safe, Carrie. Real news on XLMAO.
Well, this is true. What we're seeing right here is
most of us don't watch mainstream media.
Pretty much.
Bunch of chickens, live your life. An lion. No report misinformation button in X anymore. Wind is what worries me. 18 minutes with shrink, I bet under. Tommy is the news. Catamux Rex watches CBC.
Yeah, this is what's going to hit Florida.
Carrie, please stay safe.
Look how wide that
NC
path
are a long way from the beach too.
It's hitting.
I believe what I read in Tommy chat. LOL cat.
The whole, whatever you want to call it there, the peninsula.
Be safe, Carrie.
Of Florida. All the way from Miami to Jacksonville. It's going to be hit bad. Tallahassee even.
The whole state. CNN always gives misinformation. How come they don't get a strike?
Even Key West. Yeah, exactly. They never get a strike. We get the strike.
An minion. Ryan Hall said Miami and West Palm are fine. The only truth, Twitter X. Wahahaha.
So it looks like after the first storm, and there's another one barreling down on them. Unbelievable.
So do you think the crows will come back?
Oh yeah.
Hey Lion roars, I know way more. Do you know what confirmation bias is? Tommy who porn bombed Kinna. Whenever I state a Trump fact and someone asks my source, I say Daisy.
Whoever it was a guy with man boobs. It was a fat guy with man boobs.
I know I don't listen to you, Catamus.
But do you think that that was actually a picture of the porn bomber? No, the guy probably just took some picture off the internet and then just porn bombed with that picture.
Tommy doesn't he like Kinna? Jeez,
but yeah,
that's
that
a
was
lot
pretty
of
funny
garbage.
though. That was funny.
Pierre Poilievre just got a temporary ban from asking questions in the House of Commons. Lots of people saying that all the Conservative MPs should not show up until Poilievre is back. The rain and wind down trees are the worst in flooding.
There's such a hate on for Trudeau. That's what it's all about in Canada. Huge hate on for Trudeau. So everything you hear is like talk to get rid of Trudeau. That's what it all is about.
You don't get a strike on TV. Brett was dizzy Lizzie drunk again. What do you know, Rex? Tell me. No, that's not what's going on in Canada. Trudeau will not survive 6 months after being booted.
He'll be gone.
You and Queenie are the biggest spreaders of garbage misinformation about Canada. It's embarrassing.
Because he actually took the Liberals down. You know, when they're going to lose this next election, it'll be because of Trudeau.
Who is the bread person? They sound famous. Is Canada weather going to have Bainey hurricanes?
Hey, for those who say they would never vote for Trump because he's labeled a felon, while Lake County inmates are helping Floridians prepare for the Hurricane Milton. This way they're more helpful than what the prosecutor is doing. The prosecutor, Kamala.
Look how much Fox had to pay for because the lied about Dominion voting machines. 800 million, I think. Yeah, the government is directing the hurricanes to the prairies and the... As I miss anything I just got here. 2 weeks ago I bought a can of Planters mixed nuts, cost $4.50. Today they cost $5.90. Ryan Hall, y'all live the roads, highways are absolutely packed. Wow. https www.youtube.com live gqc or 1z joe fosiw as a bmchjy2kpqa.
Check them out.
BlackRock Corp.
This is Florida. This here is a shot. These pictures are from Florida, by the way.
Grady Judge Sheriff, they're my county, lol.
And they're the felons.
Maybe you need to shop around Betty White. Maybe they were on sale when you got them. Betty gotta wait for the sales and use coupons. It's like Big Q saying a loaf of bread in Canada is $7.00, which is total BS. That's where I live. A lot. I bought an off-brand of nuts the other day instead of Planters.
You could probably spend $7 on a loaf of bread at a specialty store, you know, like some kind of specialty rye bread or something. I don't know.
If he is such a good sheriff, why is it so bad in that county? They will pick ya up in Poco to carry if ya want to go to a shelter or friends ECT. Well, of course you can spend as much or as little as you want. It's all relative. Catamus Rex not on sale, I bought them anyhow, lol. Sorry, I'm in Poke next door. Looks like a meth lab every other door judging by news. Organic bread $7.
Yeah. The organic stuff.
Some bread is $1.99 lol.
$1.99 for a loaf of bread? I don't think so. Maybe before
True,
COVID.
he tried yesterday, mission failure. Queenie is a beggar, she shouldn't be buying 7 bread. Yeah,
and then there's that rocker dude.
When I have shelter with the meth heads and
is that Mosh? Is that
Am I
Mosh out
thinking
there?
about going to order 2 half-pounder cheeseburgers and 2 lots of chips? Betty, I've noticed how all has gone up. Yes, cheap bread. Nuts are crazy expensive. If I want them bad enough, I'll buy them. Carrie.
You know, you can actually get yourself in trouble by showing
Dory,
clips
I was
like this
stunned.
and then talking about it and then saying what it is or what you think it is. And if it's not that, then it's misinformation. So, no, that's not Mosh.
Shelters go down as quick as anything else.
But you might be looking something like that a little later today.
Betty, do you have a CVS?
Oh yeah, there's this thing about the hurricane
Butterfly, yep, I
being
buy them. That's my snack food.
bright red in the middle this time. What's that all about? Like, I haven't been following these long enough. But that one shot that I saw there, it's like they're showing the whole thing is bright red in the middle of the hurricane. The one that's coming up. So the other one was huge.
If you have a Costco, nuts are
covered
much
a big
cheaper
area.
there.
But this one here is like this bright red in the middle of the hurricane is, I guess, something that we should take note of here, that maybe this hurricane is something bigger or more intense because of that.
Tommy, what's your favorite nuts? Not a Costco close
cashew.
to me. Tommy, have
Made
you
me wanna
shown the video
sneeze.
of the helicopter rotor washing a relief supply zone in NC?
Well, it may be hard to find that. But here's the red. They're talking about the red that on these,
I totally get it. On shelters
where they
was
do,
throwing options available, but they will give ya
where
a
they're
free Uber to a
charting.
friend ECT if want to. My fam don't leave and have many in the paths I stayed for Irma. Holy crap. It's on X.
Wow. That's crazy. But there's a picture of that red,
I
where they're
went to
talking about that
CVS
red in
this
the
morning.
center.
No gas anywhere here or
Look at
elsewhere.
that.
Checking with friends and relatives around other areas here.
This
Everything
is
is
like
on X.
a higher
It's supposed to
category.
spread out more, Tommy. Bystander, I heard about that on Glenn
It's
Beck.
not looking good. It's not looking good. This is looking pretty powerful.
I took LSD once and went into the hurricane. What a trip. Yes, Betty, I like my nuts raw and no salt. It's so hard to find them with no salt.
It can be.
Tim Kennedy, great boots on ground footage.
Let's see what Floridians have to say.
John? It's on. Personally, from Sardo's Pizza, that's been here 35
Later
years.
all.
I want to thank you, Mr. Governor Ron DeSantis. I watched you.
Later,
grow up,
Carrie.
How you're taking care of
Hopefully
everybody.
you fare well.
You care so much about everybody. Shut that off. How you care. Gene, please, 1 minute, seriously. Seriously. Honest to God, thank you from the bottom of my heart. My daughter and I, my wife, my family, thank you very much. I see you opening up the gates for the dumps. I see you doing everything. I see you working. Thank you so much. Anytime you're in the area, let me cook you some food, brother.
All right.
Oh, this is how
One of the greatest
Floridians
business owners here in the
feel
House
about
District
DeSantis.
59, Santo himself of Sardo's Pizza.
Thank you, Governor.
So they like him.
We appreciate you, Governor DeSantis.
Thank you. Huh?
It's on.
Personally.
Well liked, that's for sure. There you go. They like DeSantis. Seeing what else looks interesting here. Here's an even bigger, what would you call it, estimate as to how the hurricane is going to hit Florida. This estimate here is showing an even wider swath hitting Florida, and it getting even larger than some of the other estimates have shown. Which is not good. And what do you need? What do you need? What do you need when you're fleeing? When you're staying or fleeing or whatever, you need supplies, right? And people are really stocking up. Lots of supplies. So you can imagine that those are the kind of things that are going to be in really short supply in the stores, the things that you're seeing right here. And people are stocking up like crazy.
Butterfly, do you have Aldi? They have salt-free nuts. She's hot face Tommy. Be safe, Carrie. Thanks. Betty been ignoring me for months. Anybody else notice tornadoes make for better movies than hurricanes? The Twister movies are great. Sharknado is awesome. There is no memorable hurricane movies. The Perfect Storm starring George Clooney. No, Betty, I don't. Good to know. My dot-head has one right around the corner though. The only reason Kamala has any support is due to dumb people and celebs freaking about the Epstein list that will put them in jail. Wine. Wine, of course. I bulk shop. Stay ready. One person opinion. On a regular.
Uh-oh. Here's somebody with an electric car.
Rice and beans, big bags,
Florida.
lots canned goods.
Says, hi, Tesla. Elon, I live in Naples, Florida, and I'm trying to evacuate from incoming Category 4 hurricane.
Hi, Tommy.
Milton,
Chat, hope everyone is doing great.
forecasted to directly hit Tuesday. His 24 Tesla Model Y is fully charged at 90%, but won't turn on. The screen is black. Your help would be much appreciated.
I quit smoking weed days ago.
Now, we're not saying that there's anything wrong with electric vehicles, but in those cases when you might need that vehicle to escape a hurricane, you probably want it to work, wouldn't you?
DK, if you noticed. November is going to be great. Salt water cause fires in Tesla and VR. Buy a Tesla. Praxis, it all makes sense now.
It's crazy.
Or Ev.
People are worried about the hurricane.
I'm a master cabinet maker, tile layer and trim carpenter already. You have to keep a hurricane kit. I did when I lived in Myrtle Beach.
And this fucking storm that now is coming from my home, and the last one almost got it. Fuck, can you ever, I lost a child at home once already. Can you catch a fucking break? Fuck. Ooh, finally just fucking hit me, man. I worked so fucking hard to build that home. Fuck. Now you're busting my ass, dude. And this fucking storm that now is coming from my home, and the last one almost got it. Fuck, can you ever, I lost a child at home once already. Can you catch a fucking break? Fuck. Ooh, finally just fucking hit me, man. I worked so fucking hard to build that home. Fuck.
And I used it. I bet if a tornado was heading directly at Daisy, she grabs her Trump wine first, followed by her Trump cigarettes and those ugly Trump shoes.
Sad.
Tommy, where do you charge your car in the hurricane?
Yeah.
We don't do F-trash here.
Good question.
Groovy beard mate. Tommy should grow a beard, change his look up. It's
Here's
so
that one
sad.
where the guy's Tesla caught
It
fire
finally hit me that I
when
built
the
a house
salt
in a
water hit
hurricane
the bottom
zone.
of it. That was
I laid
the
pipe
story.
with Haley Rast and George Davidson for YRS. Gas, water, sewer, and drainage all.
Crazy out there. It's like you're almost trembling because of what's going on. The times are like so wild, especially here having two hurricanes happening back to back like this. It's like, wow, what next? What next? Oh yeah, there's the other thing.
Tommy eats caffeine. He has low energy today.
Kamala
The
Harris
fact
is on
that
the
people
Call
believe
Her
the
Daddy
government is
show,
manipulating the weather is insane.
trying to get
Hi,
the
Tommy
young
Temper
women
GTSY.
vote. Well, that's what I was watching yesterday.
Don't forget her beat. Who is my mentor in bricklaying and how famous is he? Beer. Called Daddy and it was a flop.
Let's see here. Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to say thank you very, very much to everyone that enjoyed the stream here. I enjoyed the stream. It was kind of neat. This was a tree cutting stream. So I'm going to drop the stream here now. We're talking, they're showing you a little bit about what's happening. We got a little bit of time before hurricane hits. So I'm going to take a bit of a break myself here, grab myself a bite to eat. It's 12 noon here where I am. I have to go outside and clean that deck off
Tom
and stuff
Elliott,
like that.
head of BAC Midwest, one of a dozen apprentices that doesn't work but stays in office all the time.
Yeah, Call Daddy was a
streams.
flop. Yeah,
Where
exactly.
are you going, Tommy?
I'm going to just go have a bite to eat and clear off the deck because you got branches and all kind of crap on there. I got to throw the branches off and then see what it looks like out there as far as if anything got damaged. I don't think it did.
Thank you for the stream, Tommy Temper.
Yeah, and I appreciate everyone popping in here for the morning. It was fun. Good time. Hopefully we'll enjoy your
There's
company
more than
another
one way
time.
to skin a cat when you spoiled and old.
Exactly. But yeah, we'll see you another time.
That's why we
another
have to
place,
take care of the planet.
Another or whatever.
LOL.
So that happens.
And catered by Panera. Suck it, Cam. Bye bye.
Bye for now. See you later. We're gone for the afternoon anyway. And yeah, we'll probably come back here if we get the gumption or yeah, if that storm starts hitting. But I do actually want to watch what's going on with that
Bye, you
storm.
guys.
If things are hitting
Noah
and there's
believed
stuff
in global
worth
calling.
showing you. We'll
Who
go
says
live
it
again
was a
there on
flop?
that.
Fox News.
And or whatever
Love
else is
y'all.
happening there. Yeah, drop a link to your channel. If somebody's going to be going live there right now or something, or if you know that, drop a link. Or if you're a live streamer, drop a link to your channel. Type the word link in there. We'll do that before we drop the stream here.
Goonies never
But I'm
say
getting a little
die.
hungry. I need to make a sandwich or something here. And get that deck cleaned off there. Wow.
Tomorrow night is when it's supposed to hit Tommy.
Oh, tomorrow night. Okay, so we got another day before that happens. Yeah, and I got to clean that deck off. Look at those birds aren't even coming around there anymore because there's so much garbage out there. So we're gonna clean her up a bit.
Sandwich.
I don't want my ass being in the picture there in the video. So
fried bologna.
Otherwise, I'd do it live. But yeah, it's fried bologna sandwich.
Bye.
Later, alligator. We're out of here. See ya.
Get to it, Tommy. With pickles and chips, Tommy. I just
pickles.
put up a YouTube to the Rotor Wash PID.
There you go. I'll have fun. Sub up to Crafting and Coffee with Kelly. And anyone else that drops the link in there. See you guys later. I'm out of here. Bye.